Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Most Unknown Podcast. This is your host, Ab Judah.
This your boy,
O. With me.
This is your boy, OJ Spiffy.
Hey, I'm John.
We got a special guest with us today.
John, your shit is whack. I need you. You about to be gone, bro. You got to throw some shit with it, bro. That was a bad.
You want to run that back?
Yeah, run that back. Yeah, run that back. Hi, I'm John. Like that was bad.
Let's fuck it. We got a special guest with us today, man.
Special guest. Thank you.
As y'all know, we don't really do guests. Bro.
We're not mean. We're not mean.
We don't do guests that often. Like they come sparingly, but like we don't be looking for guests.
We don't be looking for y'all.
If it makes sense, you know what I'm saying. If it's easier, somebody that we connect with, then it's cool.
This one makes sense.
I'm surprised this is the first time this has happened.
This is the first time. Yes.
So before,
Like ever?
Yes.
Before we
he was on
continue,
your shit. Oh,
Jas Cooper's in the building with us.
Yay.
She's finally here. Yes.
Hey, guys.
This is family, man. Right?
I'm excited to be here. That's how I feel. First I didn't know y'all were looking for me.
Wow.
I didn't know, but once I was told, I made it happen within a week. So
Thank you very much.
It was in Marcus'
much.
contract. He
Yeah.
couldn't let you know that. It was in his previous contract.
yeah.
So like,
Let me know what's going on.
Yeah.
Jazz, if you wouldn't mind, can you give like a very quick? We're gonna get into it more
Bio
detail,
about
but
yourself.
like a quick intro of yourself.
Yeah, guys, I'm Jas Cooper. You can find me on all social media at Jas Cooper. I am a podcaster. I am a sound healer. I'm a mom. I have a job, unfortunately, fortunately. And yeah, I love being here. I love connecting with other people. I have my own show. I have 2 shows, actually. And it's always a good opportunity to be on someone else's show just to see how it's done, just to see the vibe. And I'm excited to be here today.
Good, man. We're excited to have
That's
you.
awesome.
Let me ask you a question because I
Yes.
noticed that I've been on like a couple other shows.
Yes.
I've never ever called myself a podcaster, right? And we're 1,000 episodes in.
I was
never
going to
said
say,
that.
you've
so
never
weird.
Yeah, I've
referred
never
to
told
yourself
anybody
as...
I have a
Yeah, that's
podcast.
crazy.
So what y'all do this for?
I said I have a
No, I'm not saying. I've
podcast.
just never said it. I've never been like,
Yeah.
yo, like been on somebody's show and they asked me
Oh,
what
you
I
don't
do.
introduce yourself as you introduce yourself as.
And I don't know why, because I do this
I do that too.
every week.
I think
for
it's
a
because
year.
it has a negative
And I've
connotation.
just never
for-
said it.
It has a
I
I
negative
think
connotation.
for
For
men,
men, I think it's
for
different.
men saying I'm
You
a
need to build houses.
podcaster, yeah, that's
Antennas go up.
Yeah, I'm broke. I build 5 houses.
Antennas go up ASAP. What this nigga's over
immediately.
there
What this
talking
nigga doing?
Yeah.
That's why I made sure to say I have a job actually because
Yeah.
I don't want it to be out there that this is just all I do. But yeah, I'm a outside
Yeah.
girl.
Thank you for coming, Jasmine.
Of course.
I asked 80, 100 times, but I'm so happy
It was
you're
in
here.
his contract. He couldn't.
Yeah.
I literally
he couldn't
asked.
tell her. It was in the
He
contract.
couldn't do it. Conflict of interest.
Yeah, you don't gotta talk about it. It's cool.
What was
For waivers?
what was your start with the podcast space?
So I got my start. Ooh, it's been
a while.
a long time ago. You guys were actually a guest on that podcast. I don't know if you remember.
favorite
but
Yes, our favorite
Local
podcast in the
podcast
world.
today.
Oh my God.
I said that 1,000 times, not because you just said it too. So
Nah,
they
we
could-
really-
they could let you. They'll let you know.
That was a real serious podcast.
Yeah, so it was me and 4 other girls, so there's 5 of us. The show was called Her with a Period, and we would just talk about girl stuff. We would talk about political stuff. We would talk about things happening in the city, our experiences as young women at the time. I think that was probably, what'd you guys think, like 10 years ago?
Probably like
Might be longer.
12.
Yeah, it
Was
might.
that 17? I
Yeah.
feel like that
It
was,
was- I thought it was earlier than
20.
that.
It was a while
15.
ago.
It wasn't.
I had
It
dreads
wasn't
when I was on the
2016.
Yeah.
Probably like 15,
Nah, it was.
16.
I had locks when I was on it.
Really?
Podcast.
Damn, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I cut my locks in 15.
So it's like it was 15.
So yeah,
Damn.
it was around that.
So
time.
it's been quite some time. So I was on that show for a while, and then I was a guest on TequilaTlk podcast, and Walt and I, we met on that show. Our first time meeting was on that show, and we just had great chemistry. And he asked me to be a part of TequilaTlk, and I did that for 5 years.
Why did you pivot from Her with a Period? Because that was one of my favorite podcasts.
That was my favorite podcast.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
It was a cheat code as men. It's like we got to sit on the wall and be like, what that woman over there is really about something to think about.
What was the why the pivot?
So I think that so podcasts now are so, there's so many podcasts.
For sure.
Everybody gets a podcast.
Unlicensed
Everybody
podcasts.
understands what a podcast is. I think starting back then, there weren't that many shows, and we kind of had to figure out our footing a little bit. And coming together as a group, you guys, you've learned through podcasting that you build your energy. you kind of build your rapport. And I think we were still finding our footing, and that had to be worked out. And the thing that was different about that show, that's kind of different from most podcasts, is we didn't know each other going into it.
Wow,
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So like y'all weren't friends.
Y'all
before?
We were not friends
Holy
before.
shit.
Oh,
No.
shit.
We all went into it. It was a
That changes things.
Yeah.
they had like kind of a semi-audition process, kind of, but they just put it out there like, hey, we're starting this show. Who wants to join? We interviewed for it. We did a couple test shots, and then that's how it came together. So working with folks that you don't know can be challenging, and kind of finding your space with people that you're not friends with and finding your voice can be interesting as well. So that's kind of how that played out.
Wow.
You know, that's like 200 times more impressive though.
Yeah,
like the
it
fact
is.
that y'all pulled it, like that's even more, like that's crazy.
How many episodes did y'all get to?
I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not sure.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Putting 5 people in a room and saying do the show together.
Do a show together.
It's
That's tough.
And y'all
That's
wasn't
tough.
even like talking over each other or
No.
like nothing.
Everybody
like that.
respect each other, like
Yeah.
talking points.
Damn.
Not knowing each other might help that too, though.
Yeah, that's
because if
dope.
you're in a room and you
That was
don't know
dope.
somebody, you like, I don't want to. I'm gonna give
But
you.
still, though,
Because
like,
you don't know your boundaries with the
Yeah,
person.
100%.
You don't know. You don't have that kind of groundwork
Yeah.
right there. So it was respectful. We would let each other talk, let each other get his ideas out, not be maybe as critical as you may be if it was, your homegirl. You'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about right now?
Right.
You know.
Did that ever get tense?
Not on camera.
Okay.
I think behind the scenes there were moments of tension. Obviously the show doesn't exist anymore, so we had to do that. But yeah, it was all good. I'm still one of my best friends today. Came out of that show, still cool. No beef with any of the girls. So yeah.
Well, that's good.
Shout out to them. Shout out to all
Shout
of
out to all those girls.
So
yeah.
when you decided to go the TequilaTlk route, that was after one guest appearance.
Yes.
Yeah. Was that immediate or was it like a process?
It wasn't really a
buffering?
process. So I was a guest, and the episode did really well. I think just because, again, Walt and I just kind of clicked, and we talked, and we got into it, and then I was asked to be. That actually went down because the girls' podcast, we were asked to be guests, and I was the only one that showed up. Me, responsible eldest, big sister, firstborn child, all that stuff. So I was there, and it worked out really well. And then Walt asked me back again to do a guest spot. And again, that show went really well. And then we got to a point eventually where I just kept showing up on Saturdays, and it was just, I was a part of the show. And
Lance was still on the show at that time, right?
yes,
Okay.
For a brief point in time, we had a little bit of overlap.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so I know that you didn't know Walt at the time, right? But y'all found the chemistry.
Yes.
So that was different than your experience with her with
Yes,
a period. Why do you think that is?
I think Walt and I think I've been very lucky that I have good guy friends. And I have good guy friends who respect me and who understand me really well, or I understand them really well. And I think Walt and I, we had a lot of friends in common, so it was kind of like we knew each other, even though we didn't know each other.
Orbiting.
And we were just, open and honest, and we naturally had a friendship. We naturally developed a friendship. That's everyone's number one question about me and Walt. No, Walt and I have never been on a date. We've been out to eat together. We hang out together, but we've never been on a date. We've never kissed. We've never fucked. We've never done any of that stuff. It's been genuine friendship.
People really think that's it.
They be saying that?
All the time. Yeah.
Oh,
people
God.
think Walt and I are fucking actively.
Oh, wow.
You said y'all
Yeah.
have
Jesus
good camera
Christ.
on camera.
Acting is crazy.
Yeah, I guess that's a.
Well, actually, we have a shared because one.
Nobody thinks that about
No,
us.
no, hold on, relax.
We're shared here. What's
No,
going
so
on?
I was actually a guest on this show. And I swear to God. And then also me and people had this weird thing with Walt for a minute where they thought me and Walt had like a.
Y'all was beefing?
They thought me and Walt
It
was
was a
beefing.
beef.
Cause y'all be
Yeah.
doing that little,
They be
y'all be
doing
doing
that
that playful
swing
back
sword
and
shit.
forth.
But
Yeah,
like, no,
man.
that was always my dog. I see Walt.
Oh,
I
yeah,
give
for
him a
sure,
hug,
of course.
Like, everybody was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, yo, you and Walt?" Like I've
Beef.
been places like, "Yo, you know Walt."
It's really action.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
lying, dog.
People
swear
have
to
no
God.
shame. They ask. People ask me all the time about,
That's crazy.
So that's that. That's how that ended up shaking out. And we built something really amazing together. And I think that, it was able to happen because of our chemistry. It was able to happen because of our work ethic. It was able to happen because it was us. And we are super, super blessed to have a crew that is as devoted to the show as we are. We could not do shit without them. We are not shit without them. And we're just really fortunate that we have a really good group. Yeah.
All right, so let's get to it.
Yes.
That was good, but that was past tense. Everything was past tense just now. Why? Clearly, the elephant in the room. We're talking past tense. Why isn't that current right now?
So I got to the point in time where I was feeling very much like I wanted to really think about how I was showing up in the world and what that meant to really be Jas Cooper. And I was feeling like the way I was showing up in the world, I wanted to show up differently. I wanted to contribute something different. I wanted to be something different. And I felt like I needed to grow. I needed to change. I needed to expand. I needed to do something new. We've done TequilaTlk every Saturday for the last 5 years. We don't miss unless we're out of town, and we try not to be out of town. We try to, we've made a commitment to each other. We've made a commitment to our crew. Our crew has made a commitment to us, and we really wanted to show up and be present. And we've built something big in the city. And it really made me think about, okay, so if this is where I am and who I am, what does that really mean? What does that really look like? And what does that mean for my life as Jas Cooper as a human? I have this public persona and this identity, which can be tricky. I think as a woman, being outspoken, being out front, being, people feel like they know my business. People feel like they know me as a woman. And I'm like, okay, so if people feel like they know my business and people feel like they know me as a woman, am I happy with what they know? Am I happy with, is this an accurate reflection of who I am and what I am? And I wanted to think about that a little bit. And so that's kind of where it is. I've been taking a break. I didn't quit TequilaTlk. I still pop up here and there. I still co-own that business. So it's still, my baby, one of my babies. But yeah, I've been taking a break. It's been interesting to have my time back and kind of find out what I want to do with myself. It's been interesting to watch the show go on without me and how they've kind of built it out and switched things up a little bit. It's been a fun experience still. I still love TequilaTlk. I still am grateful for the opportunities TequilaTlk gave me, but I'm ready for something different, ready for something new, like things like this. It's always Walt and I. I like getting booked by myself. I like having opportunities to kind of shine on my own. So that's kind of how all that's playing out.
I wanted to ask, because the show itself, right? The TequilaTlk show itself, it comes across as much different than the clips that go viral.
Yes.
Right? Like the show is it's almost like singles on the album versus when you hear the album, it's different. It's kind of like, oh, this is just a small. How do you feel like that affects the way that you're seen? Because we all know that most people see the clips.
Our clips are wild, and our clips have been what's gotten us where we are, but we have a 2-hour show.
Right.
We run a 2-hour show. We run interviews every single week. We get to know someone from the area every single week. Occasionally we'll have our solo shows, but it's really frustrating, and I'm curious to know what you guys think, to shoot a 2-hour show and kind of be reduced to a soundbite. And all of our sound bites have gotten to be a bit one note, especially around the sexual stuff. And we work really hard to provide great content. And it's really important to me that people see that we are multidimensional. We do have important conversations. We do share a lot about guests. Now, the internet doesn't give a fuck. The internet is not interested in our guests. The internet is not interested in what our guests have been through and how they got to where they are and the behind the scenes. Like, the internet wants to hear who got fucked in the ass today. Like, that's where the internet is. And we can play that up. But again, how I want to show up on the internet is not always as the ass fuck girl. Like, there's more to me than that. So it can be a bit challenging. I've seen how we can pivot things. We've tried different things. We've tried different clips. We've tried presenting different types of content. And as you know, the internet is a beast. It wants what it wants. So you kind of have to play that game a little bit. So that's where that is.
So has that been like a challenge?
Yeah, it has been very challenging. I feel like people think that, I always say, like, me and Walt's life is this entire room. And what happens on TequilaTlk is just this cup. We are just giving you guys the tip of all of our stories, of all the things that we've been through. And for people to feel like they know me so well and know my life, I'm like, man, that stuff that we talk about is just silly shit on TequilaTlk.
That's what they pick you as.
But that's what they put me as. So that can be a bit frustrating and disappointing at times, because it's like, you know, I have other shit going on, and, you know, I have a little bit more happening than who I had sex with 10 years ago. So
I will say this. I don't know how Ab and Roy feel about it, because I know you said you interested to see how we. Now, let me give flowers where flowers is due. Y'all always say, like, y'all, it's been no, you know, people like, hey, y'all were first, but I was like, yo, TequilaTlk got it right now. I've had zero problem saying that. Like, it's not a hating bone in my body. I love what y'all got going on over there. I have relationships with y'all over there. Right. Cool. But sometimes in watching y'all, sometimes it reminded me of, like, okay, it made me kind of stand my ground a little more on certain stuff, because it's like, because I know y'all, and I know y'all have different experiences, but I also know what the internet pegs y'all at. And it's like, sometimes when you go viral for that, or that's how you get out there, now it's like they expect that from you. Yes. And it's like, it made me sometimes realize, like, yo, I don't want that to happen for real.
You get stuck. You can get stuck in a place where we have wanted to do different things creatively. We've wanted to do different type of content. We do different type of content. We have a 2-hour show. And we can kind of get stuck into what the internet, what you know, you got to throw red meat to the base. And that can get really challenging at times, because even we're tired of it. We're like, well, we talked about this, we talked about that, but okay, fine, run the sex clip. So that's kind of
y'all just be like, yo, fuck it, we just gonna put the sex out. And that's crazy. We have tried lots of other content, lots of other different types of dynamic content. We've done all sorts of things, but in terms of what really gets the traction, the internet is gross. So facts.
You know, that's how that goes.
I guess it's a question for the room. Do you feel like you could, like, bully the audience or create, like, a new audience? Like, if I just say, if you know me for this, but I'm just like, fuck that. No. I'm going this 100%, and whoever I lose in that process, I just lose. But I'm gonna create a new audience over here.
You can, I think, but I think that it takes so much time and so much persistence that, you know, we haven't seen where our follower, we can obviously see how much interaction each clip gets in terms of views, comments, reshares, things like that. And so it's very easy for us to identify what works and what doesn't work. And so I think even for me in this space in my life where I'm like, okay, I have this platform, I have these followers, this is what they expect from me. How do I turn this corner? How do I get people engaged in what I want them to be engaged in? And it's really hard. My personal following is 80% men, which is really challenging because, you know, I don't post bikini pics. I don't do twerk videos. I don't have, you know, any of that sort of stuff that a lot of content creators who have a large male audience have. I don't have that level of engagement. So I have this platform and I'm like, okay, what do I do with all these men? What do these men want? Are they interested in seeing me cooking? Are they interested in seeing me talk to my daughter? Are they interested in get ready with me? Are they interested? It's a challenge. And that's kind of where I've been is I have this space. I got to do something with this space. What exactly is it that I'm doing? And then how do I turn my audience? Do I lose my following? How much does that even really matter to me? If I have a following online, like, you know.
I think you lose, like, I think when you rebrand, you have to be willing to, like, let's say, like, look at it like a pie. Like, you have 100% of whatever your following is now. And when you rebrand, you're going to lose, like, probably 60.
Yeah.
But you got to, one, you got to embrace it, right? And two, you got to understand that 40 is rocking with you. And you got to understand you're still 40% up on somebody else that would have started from scratch. So you still have a base. It's not like you're starting from scratch. You still got your 40. And those 40 going to rock out, and that's a loyal 40. And then you just got to take that 40 through it with you. But the dope part is the pie is eventually going to come back to 100.
Yeah.
It's just going to be they're going to fill in that 60% with different people and where you want to go. But I think a lot of people, one, don't embrace that grind, and then two, because the number, like, you know, the numbers might drop or it might not be, and then they go through that funk and then just like, you know, screw it.
Yeah.
And they don't give themselves a chance to push forward. But you gotta, the dope part is you gotta base and you gotta try, and eventually you'll replace them with.
Yeah.
And men, just like FYI, you've never done that stuff, right? So the men that are in your corner, they're still in your corner. They don't expect that. Honestly, if I turn on the Instagram and I seen you in a twerk video or something, I would probably call Marcus and be like, "Hey, young, talk to Jared." What's up? So like, niggas ain't even expecting that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your core is your core.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's how I feel. I feel like you know, people don't expect bikini pics from me. They don't expect twerk videos from me. It would be very odd. As you said, if I were to post a bikini pic, I think I would get a lot more "Jazz, what the fuck going on" comments than like, "Oh, you look great" comments.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if it was tasteful, I don't think. If it's like in the flow of your lifestyle, I don't think that would.
You know, vacation, I'm like,
vacation cool.
That's
vacation
cool. But like if you're in
cool.
your kitchen in the bathing suit, you're just like, what the fuck is going on here?
What's going on?
And you can tell
that
when
was
people
forced.
You can tell when people you can tell when people
on
lose
F
it,
now.
and they
Like,
try
what's going on?
That's forced, bro. Like if you're forced, if your bikini is that's the
You
flow
on
of your life.
vacation, you having fun.
Yeah.
That's
You
definitely.
know what I'm saying? But like
you
if
in
you're
your
going
kitchen.
out your way, like
Yeah.
Kitchen just
And
doing
like I said,
it
you
up.
can tell when it's
Forced.
That's like if us like, and no, this is no Twitter guy on my right hand. This is no shade. This is just, it's just clearly not us. But like if like that's like if Marcus started like we post a clip and then it's a success clip and we talking about then niggas be like, oh, they selling out because that's not y'all. Like y'all are not. That's not y'all for real. And you'll be able to tell for real. So it's like
take iPhone so
for sure. Call
me.
Yeah, we had niggas that text us like, hey, bro, what y'all on? Not that we don't talk about sex. Of course, it comes across, but that's not.
Yeah.
That's not the focus of y'all show. Yeah.
How would? Yeah, we did have a sex.
No,
but it, you know that was more playful.
Yeah.
How did so the like transition to Her Hive?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that like an extent? Do you feel like this is like an extension of what I want people to see?
Yes. Okay. So I feel like Her Hive is an opportunity for me to show or for me to give or for me to show up how I want to show up. Mm-hmm. For me to talk about the things I want to talk about, to have a space for, because the thing with TequilaTlk is I get so many DMs from women telling me, quite frankly, thank you. Like, thank you for talking about this. Thank you for being open about this. Thank you for sharing that story. Or I had a similar story. Or what was that product you mentioned? Or I have a teenager too. Like, how do you deal with, you know, I don't know, social media or whatever, your daughter sneaking out the house, whatever it may be. And I wanted to have the opportunity to talk about those things in a platform, in a space that was safe, that felt good, that felt positive. Because our TequilaTlk listeners, while they are interested in me and Walt's personal lives and they do love our stories, they want there's a certain kind of areas that they want us to talk about. Mm-hmm. And certain things that feel familiar and feel organic to the show, and certain things that don't. It's kind of weird talking about my kid on TequilaTlk podcast.
That's a fact.
Just because we have so many followers and kind of putting her out there, and it's just not necessarily a good match. But that is what I'm going through in my life. I'm a single parent to a teenager in 2025, and it's a handful having a teenager in this world, in this time right now. And that's something that a lot of people are going through. A lot of men have teenage daughters and don't know what the fuck to do with them. A lot of women have teenage daughters and don't know what the fuck going on. And so these are things that I want to talk about. And I was really fortunate that my co-host Dira was also, Dira and I are 10 years apart.
Dira.
Shout out to Dira, but she has a voice too. She has an opinion too. She has a space too. She has a show where she talks about more of the kind of reality shows and kind of gets into what's on TV, what's in pop culture, but she wanted a space to be able to express a little bit more as well. So I was very fortunate that she joined me and we were able to make something happen. So that's really what Her Hive is about. We're still kind of getting on our feet. It's been a year. Yeah, it's been a year for Her Hive. Over the summer was a year. And we're still building and we're still growing, and we're super fortunate for our audience that are still rocking with us, that tune in not every week, but we try to make it every week to listen to what we got to say, to see what's going on in our lives, see how we're handling situations. We do listener letters on that show, so we have women who write into us about all sorts of crazy shit going on in their lives that they want opinions about or want some advice with. So Her Hive is really a space for me to express and to show up a little bit differently, but in a way that is authentic.
Actually, a little personal question.
Absolutely.
You going back to when you said, and I always wonder about this because I have, well, not necessarily in your position, but like different situations. I know you said you wanted to show up differently or be seen maybe a little differently, a different light. What impact or how much was that tied to you having a daughter that's getting older and absolutely understands everything and consumes this and can see it?
Yeah, so that's a question. Thank you for asking that. I get a lot, like, what does your daughter think of TequilaTlk? My daughter thinks Walt and I are the dumbest people in America. She cannot believe that people watch our show and that we're popular, and that she thinks that him and I are just so old and so out of it and so cringe and so embarrassing. But her friends watch, which is interesting. Some of her friends follow me on social media. So I'm the cool mom. I'm the fun mom. Our house is a cool house. Our house is a fun house that has all the parties and all the kickbacks and things like that. But it's very important to me that my daughter knows that her mother is a woman. I think a lot of us, it takes us to become adults to see our parents as people, to see our parents as humans, to see our parents with pluses and minuses and shortcomings and great things. And it's really important to me that my daughter understands that you are my life, but you are a part of my life. And I have a whole life that exists outside of our little princess palace. And so I always want her to be proud of me, but I also want her to understand that, I got life too. I've done things too. I've been out here too. And I think that because the show is popular, because we're popular in the city, it gives her a little, a little buzz. She's like, oh, that's my mom. My mom is Jas Cooper. It's funny. Her friends all love me. So that's part of it. But I didn't think too much of, someone said about TequilaTlk, like, oh, if I were to talk like that, my parents would disown me. And it just made me think, your parents who birthed you, who raised you, who put you on their back, would disown you over something you said on the internet. Like, that feels so crazy to me. Gotcha. And I think because I love my daughter so much, there is nothing that will separate me from my child. There's nothing she can do. There's nothing she can say. There's nothing, knock on wood. I'm fortunate that I don't have a child who's out here on drugs or out here, 16 and pregnant. But it's so important to me to maintain that close relationship, that the honesty is what's important, that she can know, like, yeah, I did this. I went through that. I've experienced that. It shaped who I am as a woman, but it's also shaped who I am as a parent, which is shaping who you are as a woman. So it's not too often I think about, like, oh my God, my daughter's going to see this and she's going to be embarrassed. I'm her mother. I embarrass her. I wake up and she's embarrassed. I come downstairs and speak to her friends. She's embarrassed. I walk out the house. I look crazy. She's embarrassed. So, that's just part of being a parent. Your kid is going to be embarrassed of you.
So how old is she now, if you don't mind me asking?
She's 16.
So when the show started, 17. She was what, 11?
Yeah.
So there was certain conversations you weren't having with her.
Oh, yeah.
But now that she's older, you can have them. And because she knows your content, does that change the dynamic of the conversations that you feel
little bit,
comfortable
because
having?
my daughter is very comfortable with me. Like, she tells me everything, good, bad, in between. But I would much rather have my child tell me everything than be out here trying to figure it out on her own. So many kids are out here, and that's part of growing up. You figure it out for yourself. That's part of being a young adult. But she'll come to me and she'll be like, "Oh, mommy, can
Now she just went back there in her mind.
Yeah, mommy, can we have papers, because we're about to roll up? And I'm like, we about to roll up?
Oh,
what do you mean?
Talk about. This is
she got the reefer. The reefer in the building.
The reefer is happening. So my whole thing is,
hold on. Let's
Jesus.
not that. Y'all had to talk this was the first time it's ever been presented? Mm-hmm. What was your initial,
So initially, no, my gut dropped. I was like, what do you mean you need papers? Papers? What type of papers? You need a piece of paper to write me a letter to do your homework? What do you mean by that? But she was open with me and she's honest. She said, my friends are smoking and they need papers. And so, you as a parent have to make a decision of, this is what my child is exposed to. I could choose to say no. I could choose to say they need to leave. You can't do that in this house. Or I can choose to say, this is where you guys are as teenagers. Let me know what's going on. Let me be aware at least of what's happening. Where y'all getting weed from? Yeah. Where y'all finding this shit? You don't have jobs. Where are you finding the street weed from? I don't want y'all getting sick, getting fentanyl, and I would, if I lost my child to fentanyl, God forbid, what I would do. But I would want my daughter to say to me, Mom, my friends are smoking. This is how I feel about smoking. Let's talk about it. Versus her sneaking around. Everyone I know who smokes started smoking when they were a teenager, about that age, if not earlier. I've heard 13, I've heard 14. And it was kind of, obviously behind their parents' back, but they still did it. I would rather know what my child is exposed to 100%. And what she's dealing with so I can help her make good decisions. She doesn't smoke. She doesn't like it. She thinks it's dumb. She just doesn't get it. But her friends do. And so she's around it. So she sees. And so I would rather know, this is what you're exposed to than kind of approaching it from a space of, oh, no, not my child. She can't do that.
Because they're going to do it anyway.
They're going to do it anyway.
Yep.
So you may as well at least kind of lean into it a little bit and prepare them. If you want to smoke, let's smoke in the house so you know how you feel. So you know how you're reacting. So you know how your body reacts. So you're not out here acting crazy in public. Now, you're going to be a kid. You're going to get high in public and act a fool. But at least it's a safe space here at the house. It's also the decision of my house where I have to tell these kids, hey, y'all are underage. So y'all have to be very mindful of what you do in this house. You can't do anything in this house that you wouldn't do at your own house. Because I'm not getting phone calls from mommy and daddy saying,
your house is the house.
Your house is the house. Everybody's coming over there drinking and smoking.
They're starting drugs at your house.
Yeah.
Smoking crack over here.
They're smoking crack,
They're doing the stuff.
They're getting high and they getting drunk. No. We can't have that happening here. But again, this is
smoking with the sex talk lady.
Yeah. They're doing the sex talk and they hunching on each other.
They hunching. Sex talk lady. They over here hunching, but no. And that was a conversation.
Cooper's house.
That was a conversation I could have with her friends, but her friends talk to me. Her friends have come to me with situations that they're going through and asked for advice. So again, it's kind of striking that balance between being comfortable and being a position of authority.
That's dope, Jazz.
What does your TequilaTlk audience think of Her Hive?
So there are two different audiences. Our TequilaTlk audience is more male. I think the guys that tune into Her Hive are kind of like the same kind of guys who wanted to tune into Her with a period. They want to know. They want to know what women are talking about. They want to know what's on the other side. We tell stories on Her Hive, so tune in.
Amazing
You might hear about what happened last week. What we really thought about what happened last week, what your sex was really hitting on, or what your date was really giving, or what you're really giving.
That's why we pull it up.
No bullshit.
We heard about it. We heard about Her Hive the first time.
I'm like, all right,
we pull it up.
I want to say something. I won't be rude.
See what's going on.
Y'all really stabbing at us. Like, all right, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stand up for men. Like, y'all not about to stab.
Yeah,
they get real.
The way you describe the
conversation get real.
The male Her Hive audience is the same with the females that listen to us.
Yes.
They're like, what the fuck are these niggas?
What the fuck these niggas talking about? Like, that's what we want to know. And we make it very clear. We've had guys asked to come on Her Hive. We have not had a male guest yet, just because we're trying to be really thoughtful about who our first male guest would be and how that would kind of align with what we're doing. But we get so much support from the guys. One time we didn't. One time we had a clip that reached that crazy, she-man, woman hater, corner of the internet, but it was totally fine. Like, again, we're in it for the engagement, so run it up.
Yeah, once you get into that audience, it's gonna go up.
Yeah. So that clip was
it's
about
gonna drive y'all for real.
Yeah,
it's gonna make y'all go more harder.
And it was like, and the thing that was about it was we were like, we weren't even talking to you niggas. We was talking to the girls. But y'all are here stinking it up in the comment section. Go ahead. Have at it. So, yeah.
men never win when they do that, and I don't know why people do that because
that shit is weird,
like, bro. You can never, even if you somehow created a valid point, it's gonna come across the way, bro.
It's going to come across like
win that.
I be like, yo, just keep the comment to yourself, bro.
Exactly.
Niggas don't do that.
They don't do that.
Throw that in the group chat, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like you can make a post about the comment, but you saying that on the clip, that shit is
throw that shit to the World Wide Web. Your name was attached to it.
I never felt that outrage where I have to be like, oh, you don't do 50. Let me tell, like, bro, like, that's
the other part about it is like sometimes when men and so this is something actually I'm glad I'm in a room of all men.
Yeah, real man.
I feel like guys don't have avenues to express themselves. Like there's not a lot of like women, you know, it's kind of the you can get together and talk with your girls. Like it's thought about like, oh, we're having girls night, we're gonna get some wine, we're gonna talk. I feel like men don't have that type of space where they can get together and talk. So you get these weirdos on the internet that their first opportunity to get their voice off is on the internet. And so they say all sorts of wild shit. And I feel like, how can we create space for men where y'all can actually talk to each other and y'all can have these conversations? Like when y'all break up with a girl, when we break up with a guy, you know, it's all hands on deck. Your girls come over, we talk about it, we go through all the text messages, we go through the conversation, we piece it out, we call our guy friends, we order pizza, we get wine. Where I feel like when y'all break up with a girl, y'all are just told like, fuck it, we ball.
100%.
Funny.
And you don't have any
swish.
You don't have any space to maybe unpack your feelings. Like, yo, I actually gave a fuck about that girl. Like,
you got them certain friends you talk to.
Let me speak on that because my friend, my homegirl, literally just said this the other day, and I referenced you, and we had this conversation about how dudes really don't like have deep conversations with. Like, I might have two friends, I have it, but like other than that, we really don't talk about it. Like, the difference is because we got to, like you always say, like when you say like you need women friends are clutch for a lot of reasons. Like you always use the example, like think about it. If you were really in a pickle, outside of some beef shit, if you was in a pickle, like you was stranded, you was something, 9 times out of 10 you calling a woman. Because the attention to detail they have, like I can call, Ab is my dog. I can call Ab and be like, hey bro, I'm stranded in Baltimore. He might, first of all, he's gonna ask me how the fuck I get out, like what was the situation behind it. And then he's gonna be like, all right bro, I'll be there eventually after, because you know I'm gonna be cool. Like I'm not. You call a woman and be like, oh my god, what? And they
you wouldn't even have to tell me. I would be like, where are you exactly?
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I'm on the
Boom.
way.
And you can talk about it in the car.
We can talk about it on the ride home.
Certain shit like that, or just like when I vent in life, I vent to my women friends. I don't vent to my males, and it's like, and she's always like, so what's the benefit of having male friends? I'm like, because one day,
I'm just standing here like, what the fuck?
Nah, it's a different type of accountability. Number one, and I think that's what male friends do. And two, male friends are okay. The advantage to male friends is we can be 7 deep in the crib and doing what the fuck we want to do and all be in accordance with this thing. Whether that's sitting down doing nothing, whether that's talking shit, whether that's watching football, we're in our element and nobody's compromising in this space. We're all doing exactly what we want to do by our choice and we choose to be here. And I think that's more the male thing. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to like, you're absolutely right. When it comes to venting or talking about some shit, we like, to me at least, it's y'all. Like I'm leaning on y'all for that.
And that's kind of where I feel like, you know, men, I would assume, I don't know, it would be hard to constantly kind of have to navigate. I feel like as a man, you have to figure shit out. That's part of being a man. Sure. Yep. You have to figure shit out. Sure. But wouldn't it be nice to like have somebody to figure shit out with, to bounce some ideas off of, like who's not a woman, because you know we have an opinion, we have a viewpoint, we have all those things, but like where are y'all safe spaces, and do those safe spaces really exist and function in a way that like is beneficial?
You're 100% right, and I talk about this all the time. Like even I'm to the point where like when let's say it's like my birthday, don't bring me a bottle or some intoxicant, bro. I don't like why you bringing me poison? It's like bring me something else, like something that I can benefit from. Like the bottle is cool, I respect it, I get it, cheers, celebration, but like I'm kind of past that point. So like, would you say like I feel like you gotta go through shit with somebody, especially as a man, to see where they stand, so you can feel like I can go back to this person.
I can go back to this person,
with whatever it is, right? Yeah. Because our natural default is to laugh at niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? To make it light for most men, it's like you'll be all right, get over it type of shit. So like I gotta go through some. Where most men got to go through something with their peers for them to be like, oh no, this is somebody that I can go to because we've been through some shit together, so we on the same page. But like, and in a lot of cases, they never been through something like traumatic where they know where they stand with that person. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can go to most of my friends with whatever, right? Because I don't care how I'm looked at.
But
like,
do you though?
I do.
Okay.
For sure. Like if I have a thought, or if it's something that's like rattling in my brain, something I can't deal with, and I have somebody who's experienced in that space, I'm 100% going to go to that person, right? Like I don't just like this happened later, right? I wasn't always like this, but like I don't want to just like sit with something so long where I start like confusing myself. Like I would love somebody to be like, yo, bro, this the way I did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? We had a conversation in my group chat, and we don't talk about nothing in that group chat but music, sports,
stupid shit,
jokes and shit like that. But I asked the niggas, I was like, even money is something that we don't really talk about. So I was throwing money questions in the chat, like, yo, what do y'all do with y'all bread? Like you say, like you make money, and then niggas is making money. Like everybody doing their own thing, making money. Like what do y'all do with y'all money? Right. Like what? Just asking, and that's not a conversation. We never have those conversations, and it's kind of like to our detriment.
And that's what I think. Like women, we have those conversations. Like, how are you budgeting all this shit? Right. Like, how are you managing your household? Right. Like, how are you affording this trip? Like, these are things that we talk about together, and kind of get through and lean on each other for, and get some advice about. So.
Yeah. And I ain't trying to be funny. I don't want to hear nigga crying about no broad. Like, don't call me crying about no broad.
But why can't? Sometimes you gotta cry.
But that's a real.
And I know my friends. I know niggas. So you gotta hold yourself accountable for the fuck shit you did.
It depends on the situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you out here doing whatever, you know you got somebody.
That's the situation. I'm like, all right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's your L. Like hold that fucking L. Don't call me crying, drunk crying, and I'm outside looking at something else. You over here fucking weeping about your your mistake.
Yeah, you did that, bro.
Like you did that shit. Now there's some real shit going on. All right, bro, you need this, you need that. I'm gonna give you this affirmation. Nigga, go to therapy. Like that at the point now. Like nigga, go to therapy. Like I can't. Like I was the safe space, and it's a burden on me. So it's like I don't want to hear that shit. Like I need to hear like good shit going on. Like motherfuckers is. Bro, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, you gotta have a deep thinking, and you go deal with that shit. Like, you out here fucking around on shorty. You know you fucking around on shorty. What are you weeping about me about that shit? I don't want to hear that shit. Like, you come on, dog. Like, accountability.
Oh, I have a question for men.
Go ahead, you guys.
This is great, because you just brought it up about weeping about girls. Can y'all be in love with two women at the same time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could be level 400 for real.
Okay.
I'm in level 5 right now.
I'm gonna let Ab say why it's not, because he's gonna be the only person on this panel that's gonna say no.
Ab's out of the game.
I was once upon a time in the world I was outside.
I mean, yes. I don't. This is all previous.
What? I think. I don't even remember if this is actually true. I could be making all these stories up. So, in a world where this once existed, in a parallel universe, in a parallel universe, right? When I was outside, that was absolutely a reality. Right, or you felt like it.
Okay.
You might have felt like it.
So what makes you choose one over the other?
I chose neither.
I chose none.
I went a completely different direction.
No. Both. I
literally chose neither.
Okay. Because I've been in a situation where I genuinely feel like this guy was in love with me and in love with this other girl, and he was ping-ponging between two of us. Like,
now, you really talking about actual love, or you talking about like they really fuck with two people and they got to choose between? Or because it's a different.
He was in love with both of us.
Okay.
He loved both of. He loves both of us. Actively.
How you know he was with the other one?
I know, because he was open and honest with me. He couldn't be open and honest with her. This is my curse in life. Like, people are very honest with me. People talk to me very easy, so I know a lot of shit. So he was open and honest about it, and I was cool with it because I was like, I'm just a cool girl, so I don't care about other women.
You look a little hurt.
No, there were things that he told me that I had to keep a straight face for. That on the inside, I was like,
tearing you up.
When
it was
really
tearing me up.
Like he taking her to Kiwana and shit.
Like we did da 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 da, and I'm like, nigga, you.
This nigga.
No, hold fellas. I want y'all to peep something real quick. This is golden for y'all niggas that still don't get it. I always say this, and you just basically said it. And people think I'm being a pick me when I say this shit, and I've said this on 30,000 podcasts. If you are still lying to women past the age of since like 2000, it's been a while. I'm like, you don't get it because women really don't. Bro, more people will be with what your program is if you just tell them. They just want the decision to make the decision for themselves. 90% of the time, if a woman fucks with you, she's going to fuck with you.
She's going to fuck with you.
Rarely you have some cases that be like, you know what, I'm good on this. And my brother, you got to respect that because you just saved yourself, like, because then it'd have been a headache and it'd been crazy. Like, you have to give them the option.
He was honest with me.
Facts. And another thing that's golden, you peep how one person has to know.
Yep.
Even if you don't want to keep it, y'all out here wilding, and both girls don't know nothing about you're doomed. Like there has to be somebody has to understand what's going on because you need to be able to.
You have to have that. So he was honest with me, and I was able to he was literally dating both of us at the same time, and he was more public with her than me, but we were still going out of town. We were still.
So you was a private girl.
Yeah.
That's
and it was fine for me because I like being private. It was no skin off my back. Now, she hates me. She thinks,
how did she know? How did she find out?
So she found out because him and I dated before him and her.
Okay.
I was his girlfriend. Then him and I broke up. We were broken up for, a couple months or whatever. He started dating her. Okay. So they, I guess, had a conversation about who I was previously. And then...
She was spying.
Exactly.
Harriet the spy.
Harriet the spy. So she was aware of who I was. And I was like, whatever.
She had your picture like this.
Uh-huh. And then he came back to me one day. And he was just like, I miss you. I love you. Like, I want to try this again. But this is a situation.
He's wild. Wait, that was...
He's wild. He's wild. He's wild.
No, I love you and I miss you is wild as shit.
He's wild.
What for present?
Let me just start by saying he's wild.
Niggas wild.
Yeah, he's wild. But again, I knew what it was.
Okay.
And there was always this conversation of, Jazz, this is too much for you or this is not working for you. It can stop. And then so that puts the ball in my court. Guys, just tell. Just say it.
Just be honest, bro.
Women... I don't want to say we don't care. We care a whole lot. But when we like you or when we love you or when we fuck with you, we actually don't give a fuck. We are going to be there. We will be second fiddle. We will be whatever the case may be. If that's what we want, we're going to do that.
Because it's your choice.
And because it's my choice. You never put me in the position where I was caught blindsided, where I was like, all this shit was going on behind my back. I didn't know. Or you were lying to me and you were sneaking around. No. You were honest with me. I knew what it was. I knew where my place was. And it was fine. It was totally fine.
That's a gem.
Y'all please
That's
note that, fellas. I've been saying this for... Because I used to be I was young, but I used to be like 2 times trying to be... And then I literally had one girl, the one crazy girl I've been with. And it's all love. But she would be like, one time we had a conversation. I'm like, yo, why are you doing all this? Because we don't even go together for real. And I was like, we had dinner. And I'm just like, yo, what's up with all this? She was like, bro, the crazy part? She was like, if you would have just told me what it is in front, this would have been cool.
Exactly.
I'm crazy because you didn't tell me what was going on. She was like, I might have been with this shit.
Exactly.
That convo.
Let me just say, fellas, you'd be surprised how many girls would be okay with being a second girlfriend, with being a sneaky chick, with being a whatever. You'd be surprised. Sure. All you have to do is talk about it. That's it. And at this age, people want to do what feels good to them. Oh, sorry. All right.
I've even had girls.
Yo, you good over there, son?
I've even had girls tell me.
You good over there?
Girls tell me no. I reached out and been like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm messing with blah, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, well, cool. We just can't be well. It's been real. Have a good conversation.
Literally.
And then 2 weeks later, what you doing?
What's up with
hold
you?
on. Before we even answer the question,
what's up with you?
This is still I'm not asking about that. It's like, you accepting? Yeah. Sign here. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine until it gets messy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Get stuff on dick.
It's cool until it gets messy.
Get stuff on dick.
Until somebody gets pregnant, and then it's like, oh shit.
Never got that messy. Have y'all had messy situations?
I've had messy situations.
Really, something you agreed to, and then they'd be like, "Oh, this didn't work." This did not go right.
Yeah, and I had no one to blame but myself.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
I had no one to blame but myself.
I can respect it.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever had like something go super messy, like
I've
it blows up in my face, and I'm just like, damn. Like,
I never got super messy, but like I said, I've been honest for a very long time, and that's why we always joking. I'll be like, yo, nobody, even if we had a discrepancy, I don't think I've dealt with anybody that can hate me or say like, you know, I grew up. Some would be hating girl like that nigga's this and that. Nobody would ever say that about me because it's like you knew for real. Like when it don't mean that it can't get, because humans are humans and feelings are feelings, and, and it's going to eventually. Everybody has their, you know what I'm saying, their breaking point. Yeah. But and you know how that story goes. Long enough, even if it starts off a certain way and you agree. You know, you live long enough to be the villain eventually. Like, eventually, when the story's retold, you're the bad guy.
And so you have to be comfortable with being a villain. Like, ladies, I feel
I'm
like
the villain.
I feel like men never want to be the villain.
I wants to be the villain.
I feel like men never want to be the bad guys. They'll still call you and be like, "So we cool?" No, nigga, we not cool.
I'm not doing that. I stopped doing it a long time ago.
You know why it's okay that y'all can be the villain?
I stopped doing it
because a nigga's not gonna waste his time taking y'all through the mud. You could be as a man, when you're the villain, a woman is going to trash you, fam. You're going to be the villain everywhere. She's going to tell the internet. She's going to tell everybody she knows. A nigga, if you're the villain in my story, nobody will ever hear about you.
What about the treat niggas?
I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to tell nobody.
I don't give a fuck about
none of that. She a piece of shit. I left her alone. We done.
And you know what's crazy?
You're going to go tell everybody you know that I'm a piece of shit.
Tell your grandmama, tell everybody.
It's like, all right, bro. What's the shit? What's T-App? It's like,
I love the T-App.
I love the T-App.
I love the T-App.
But I'm saying, like, that's the reason why women don't mind being a villain. It's because your name is still good.
Yeah, because men have no outlet, so y'all can't talk shit to nobody.
And I know that.
Because if you talk shit about us, you don't look like a man.
Right.
So it's a win-win.
Also, Ab can sit in the bar and talk the most shit about a girl like that he's never dealt with, like seriously, but talk shit about a girl, and he'll leave, and that girl walks in, and somebody be like, "Damn, I want her number." Like, nobody gives a fuck.
I was gonna say men don't care.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, men don't care.
I gotta experience that for myself.
Exactly. I feel like
damn, I don't even want to say
that's
nothing.
just you, bro.
I don't want to say nothing.
That's how I feel like men are like. Men are like, okay, men see things so differently than women. Like, y'all be like, all right, whatever, that ain't got shit to do with me.
Literally.
Like, it's my turn now. Like,
you're making me the hero for real because you just can't get over me. Like, you're making me the hero.
Yeah.
You know, your friends still say hi and I buy them drinks.
It isn't. Yeah,
it's my turn now.
It's a next step.
It's
kind of next step.
Oh, we still talk to her. Yeah, fuck her. Like,
it's a next.
What we gonna say? Because then we sassy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
we live in a box, bro. Like, we live in a box. Like, this is.
I agree.
This table right here is our world. The women, y'all have the rest of the room. It's like you can do whatever you want. Literally.
I agree.
Like, y'all have it's like a playground for real, and y'all know we got to stay in this box, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all know that.
Because whatever happens, like, we can always say you're being sassy.
You're being a bitch.
Yeah.
And then it's over. Then it's like.
I think that's
not being a man.
That's a crazy flip
right
there.
I think this is the universe evening it out, right? I think like for years, even though I think that's disappearing now, in this like new age, but like one thing, the double standards that's why I never like men have always had it better in terms is because like, you know, we could do stuff that y'all get ridiculed for, we get praised for. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like the one thing y'all have in y'all pocket now is a sassy card. Like that's one thing y'all have. Like y'all can vent your feelings forever, but a nigga say something sassy.
Uno reversal.
Like, all right, now y'all getting
Uno reverse.
Now it's evening out with the like, oh, I'm a pimp. And you talk like, oh, you're a whore. So it's like niggas have had that in their pocket for this, and now y'all have the sassy card to play.
Yeah.
But even with that, I feel like that's like
so childish.
I've been not care, but I feel like people don't care about like that shit. Like, you know, back in the day it was like, oh, a girl fucked so and so, and it's like, oh my, like I don't think niggas care no more.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
So I think the universe is restoring this.
It's starting to right itself back.
Yeah, slowly.
I agree.
No,
you know,
hey, for real.
We just started.
Hey, for real. Like, I'm right here with you.
Like, it's always like, and you asked the question earlier, like, which out of when you in love with two women, like, which one did you choose?
I say 4.
The reason I said I didn't choose one or the other is not because they weren't good women, right? Every woman I've ever dealt with has been a good woman. Like, in another world, it could have worked out, right? It was just me at whatever time I'm, you know what I'm saying? But once I think as a man, you got to make up your mind. This is what you want, right? And at that time, my mind wasn't made up. I was still enjoying
everything,
the circus, right? But once I decided, like, yo, I'm gonna flip a switch. This is what I want. And now everybody I'm looking. Okay, is this the person that's gonna fit? And I'm looking for that in that world. And once I had left this alone, I wasn't gonna go back to grab somebody and put them in this space. You know what I mean? If I was in that mental space while I was here, one of them could have worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that, but
that's
just what it is for me. Like I feel like, and I think a lot of men feel like that, right? So I think a lot of dudes who like play the field for a long time and then they finally flip a switch and then the women who they didn't work out with, they're always like, what the fuck? Like, I remember when I posted my engagement situation on the internet, they didn't say it to me directly because I probably would have spazzed on them. But like they were telling people around me like, damn, that's crazy. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. Yeah. It's kind of like, what's crazy? Like, I don't understand what's crazy.
It was hurt. It was hurt.
Like, what's crazy? I don't understand what's crazy.
I haven't talked to you
because we just want to know like why her over me.
And it's not even a hurt over you. It was never a competition. To be honest with you, like it wasn't a competition. Well, it was a her. It was not. It was a me decision, right?
Okay.
So like it has nothing to do with anybody else. I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe because I've never been.
A wife now. I'm about to fuck the internet.
I've never been on that. I've never been on the opposite side of that, where like I've been dealing with a woman. We stopped and then she went to go get married. I've never been on. Matter of fact.
Now look at this nigga. Oh shit.
But that's also the difference between us.
But I wasn't looking for that either from that person.
Okay.
So when they did it, I was kind of happy for them.
You were like,
yo,
good.
That's dope. Yeah. No, I knew you would make a good wife.
Yeah, men are different than
just
women.
not to me.
Shit.
Men are different.
Lying.
Yeah.
You was not about to do
that.
But
I knew that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, when I know somebody wants something, I was never selfish enough to be like, you staying here.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's what you want, and I know I'm not ready to give it to you, but I'm going to keep you around. I'm not doing it.
And even if you hurt for real, niggas won't. The men that's about something, even if I did see some shit and I wouldn't say it because like the fuck I look like even, you know what I'm saying? I would never say that. But women are funny in the fact like even when I had a situation and I was like soft launching it a little bit, I'll never forget one day I showed the shoulder. My nigga, you know how many people I'm talking about people that like we flirted but we never like did nothing like. Nah, show the bitch. Like, nah, I turned the camera. I'm like, yo, what's up? Dog, I haven't talked to you in a year. Like, why are you like that?
I post a crazy, girl, bro. Everybody like, Roy, you ain't telling you had a girlfriend. I start laughing. I said, dog.
Crazy,
yeah.
I said, man, I'm just enjoying. I can't even post on my shit no more, dog. I'm just enjoying her beauty.
All right, well.
When they talk about like dating are you single? You mind if I ask?
I'm single.
That was insane.
That was I know.
Yo,
that was
what?
That was.
He don't know this.
No,
News to him.
Are you sure? Yeah, does he know?
I know.
News to him.
I'm dating.
So like in the space where you once were single and you were dating, like people always talk about how horrible the dating world is. I mean, dating space is in the DMV for women. Is that true?
It's very true. And I think it's even worse when you are like outside.
Even
like
the transplants be saying this.
It's really hard to find genuine guys. It's hard. Like a lot of guys feel like they want to say they fuck Jas Cooper. And that makes it very challenging for me because I've had guys lie and say they fucked me. I've had guys very, very randomly volunteer that they've been out with me and I've never met them before. It's really challenging. I have guys who, because of the podcast, think that I am
a sexual deviant.
I was actually going to ask a question like that. But go ahead.
I think I'm a sexual deviant. And I guess I kind of. I don't know if I'm
Don't say you are.
No, I'm not a sexual deviant.
Please don't confirm it because you
No.
really going to DM.
Confirm it.
I'm not a deviant.
You're safe here.
I'm not a deviant. But it's real. The dating pool is full of piss, as they say. It's really hard.
And the transplant making it worse.
And it's hard to meet guys. Like, where do you meet guys at? Like
church.
at church. Church is hard to meet guys.
Church is worse.
In there too, bro.
Yeah, church is
There's
worse.
niggas in church, but there's a lot of women in church. There's much more women in church than men.
I always say grocery stores.
Grocery stores are good. Target's good. The gym is not good because I feel like...
I don't meet no nigga at the gym.
Yeah, I don't meet
no nigga in the gym. I would never in my
entire
life approach a woman in the gym.
Yeah, that's...
Please.
I would never.
Please don't.
The gym...
We are there to mind our business.
The
Please
parking
leave
garage.
us alone. Yeah.
Parking garage is a gym. You should probably stay.
Can I tell you a woman like you are like... I ain't going to say screwed, but why it's like so tough. And I get y'all plight because when you are... What my man K saying what he said, like if you're a high value woman, a high value man. Like the thing is in the DMV we have, and I really mean this. People get mad when I say this, like, and I've got pushback for this, but the numbers show it. Like when I say, and this is not a sassy comment, so y'all chill. But when I say men in the catch in the DMV, I don't mean that I think we're better than women. That's not it. It's like we literally have our pick of the litter. Like it's 4-1. Exactly. I know niggas that, and this is no shade. I've seen some niggas with girls. I'm like, how the fuck you even like? Because that's where we at here. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They would never in another state have a chance to do that. Yeah. So it's like, it's we have our pick of the litter, and then if you are a high value man or somebody that's sought after, that shit broadens. And you know that saying, you're only faithful for your options, and they have literally a sea to choose from, and it's only a small amount of women technically. So it's a pond of y'all essentially picking from this. You know what I mean? These couple, and they you got your pick of the litter, and it only gets smaller as you go up.
As you go up and up and up.
For sure.
So it's really hard. Like it's hard for me. Like I met a guy who we fell in love quick. I'm using the L word. We were in love, like, and he was doing all the right things, but his past and who he was just not. Was it.
Was he doing right by you though?
He was doing right by me.
So Jazz.
So what you do, Jazz?
Jazz.
Hold on, let me ask.
It was a gay content.
He was abusive. What
nope,
was wrong?
He was not abused. Well, he had abused women previously.
Women?
Plural? Women's?
Yo, time out. Hold on. Now
how many?
You knew about this?
How many?
Ike.
I didn't know about it, but he never raised a finger to me. He never would. I do think that men are different men to different women.
Did he tell you these stories?
No, he denied them all.
Oh, he hid it.
Jazz. I agree. I agree. People are different.
This guy.
People are different.
I would respect if people that told you every single.
That's why that Man Enough for Me, Tony Braxton's song, as like his most hated on his song, we edited because it's like you might not get the same nigga. Like,
I do. I think that he showed up for me in a way that he had never shown up for a woman before, and he was giving his absolute all to our situation, and it was perfect, except he was just not a good guy. He just was not.
Hold on, quick, Dad. But you just
did he like? Hold on. Go ahead.
You just sat here and said men are different because you legit just not just how
John
I
always brings the summary back.
That's
good podcasting, John. Nigga, bring the summary back.
You said men are different because we think of stuff different because. Your homegirl, you could drag her name through the mud, and homegirls would be like, okay, for the most part, like I'm good on that. And you said men are different because I just said Ab could sit here and complain about a girl, and then somebody would go right and get her number. But in the flip side, you knew Holmes was beating on people.
Yeah.
And you still, like you just said, like, no, it's my turn. Like you literally just said, nah, he ain't gonna beat on. And you were playing with your life.
With my life. Essentially.
Like, yeah. So like, like. So clearly y'all have some of that in y'all.
I rolled the dice. Yeah. He's not going to beat me.
Way to be honest.
And he did it.
So how do you even find out?
How did I find out about that? Because when people found out we were dating, I was inundated with, thank you, educator. I was inundated with all sorts of, oh, bitch, you better get the fuck.
Oh, my God.
I remember.
Because you're a girl, your DM's going to explode.
I remember one time we were out.
Somebody tried to stop you?
Somebody stopped me out and was like, make sure he doesn't do you crazy. He was standing 3 feet away from me. He was as far as...
he didn't know what was going on.
He didn't know what was going on. We were out at a venue. We were having a good time. And a girl came up to me. A girl came up to me and said, make sure...
Yo, Jazz, how did you... No, stop.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's tough.
You were supposed to run at that point. And I don't even know Holmes. But, like, that's some shit in the movie. Like,
I know.
I
know.
That's really some movie shit.
Exactly.
Like, I know what he did last summer.
Imagine how I feel where this guy has rolled out the red carpet for me. Is showing me everything positive. Is showing up for me in every way I could imaginable. Is doing all the right things. Is more than saying all the right things. Is doing all the right things. But we're out in public and people are coming up to me telling me like, bitch, run. I know what you did. Run.
Tyler Perry script.
Yeah.
So why didn't it? So you said he showed you the word. I mean, he gave you his all. Why? What was the? You just couldn't take what people were saying? Or?
I just couldn't take. Yeah, and it felt like it would be my turn soon enough. Like he has not beat me yet, but there may be a point in time where he does, or he has not done me crazy yet, but there will be a point in time. And on top of and it was kind of bringing me down where people were like, why are you with him?
Got you.
Did
you ever ask him?
I asked him about all those things, and he had an explanation for every single thing I ever said to this man. He explained the situation.
Did he cry?
Did they ever make sense?
They all made it. All made sense.
Question: would you have felt better if he just told you straight up, like, yeah, that was me in the past, and I had a problem, and what happened in the future? Would that have been better rather than?
I would have appreciated that.
Really?
Oh, he ain't say nothing.
I would have appreciated that.
Did he act like it didn't happen?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck him.
Nah, you gotta tell the truth.
Yeah, I would have appreciated him saying, like, I did that, I lost my temper. I did that, I was out of control. I did that, whatever the case may be. I would have appreciated that because that would have been the truth. But
how did he take the split? So when you finally split with him, how's he taking that?
Not well.
Still?
Yeah.
See, like, no, I want to ask some more questions.
Yeah, because
I want to ask some more questions. Good,
doors locked. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Way to get out of there, Jazz.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah. But the thing is, I will say again, he treated me so well that there's still days I want to call him and be like,
"Don't do it, girl."
I know.
You know what's so fucked up about that though? Not saying you're a fucked up person, but that's just how life balances out. Because like, who's to say like you wouldn't been and like
exactly?
He's probably super fucked up.
He's
like
super sick.
I did this. I did it the right way this time, and like,
and it still exploded in my face.
Yeah. So I
and that was the other part of it. Like I always did feel like, well, maybe I'm the different one. Like, maybe I'm the one that he has changed for.
I just been having a string.
And you could have been, but you got to believe history.
Just been having a string of good days, bro.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. You haven't argued with him yet.
Yeah.
Also, when you don't live with somebody, like, you can, look, anybody can play up for a little bit.
Literally.
Now, when you get behind the walls of somebody, it's a different situation.
Yeah.
It's a different thing.
So, like, when people be like, yo, the past don't matter, we're not talking about that, huh?
When people say what?
People say you shouldn't worry about somebody's past.
We're not talking about beating people. We're talking about body.
I think, there's levels to past.
Yeah, it's levels.
There's levels to past.
So we should consider the past in some instances.
He's Mr. Assaulting. Like,
if you put your hands on a woman before, that's relevant information.
Okay, so for the men out there, what should they consider about a woman's past?
Ooh, well, I don't know what's relevant to men. I don't know what matters. I feel like men want to know a lot of sexual details about shit, and that's very awkward to me. Because why do you want to hear about the next man fucking me? Like that's awkward to me.
Hey, fella, stop doing that, bro. Yeah. It's not. You're not gonna win.
The guy that I'm dating that is obsessed with the next man, and we had to have a conversation where I had to say to him, bro, you have to stop asking me this type of stuff.
Yeah, I would call him that word, but I don't want to get canceled.
No. He doesn't know the next, but he's constantly asking.
He's dick checking.
What about this? What about that?
That's a huge red flag, though.
It's a. You think so?
That's a huge. Because I wouldn't care. Like, bro, I don't care, and I would never even. Me and Ab always joke like we'd be the easiest people to even cheat on. Because like, sure, I don't, bro. I'm not. No, bro.
Yeah.
Like what? What?
I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing a grown person around, bro. You're gonna do what the fuck you want to do, whether I'm investigating you or not, bro. You're gonna do what you want. So I'm not gonna waste my energy thinking. I
got what I got from you.
I got way more shit to be thinking about than who's fucking who win. Bro. I don't have
exactly.
Time,
for real, I'm really going to the doctor. I don't want to clap.
Yeah,
I'm going to the doctor.
That is one thing.
You did that. I got what I want. I'm going to the doctor.
For a man, I can understand the fear though.
Of the clap?
Not the clap. Not the clap. Just like, well, I mean, STIs in general.
Yes.
But also like raising another man's child. Like that would be like, that's one of the, like for me,
that's a bad feeling.
Like you wake up at your kid is 17 and you find out this is not your kid.
Yeah.
Like that right there, that is enough to send a nigga over the edge. Bro.
I agree. Yeah.
Like that's the kind of shit that I understand if a
that's
nigga's
one of my
like,
worst dreams.
Yeah.
I don't think that can happen. Maybe I'm.
What? That shit happens all the time, bro.
You should get your ass beat for that.
That shit happens regularly.
I really trust my discernment, bro. And that's why I don't really care about the whole like girls I don't know personally. I don't care because one, as large as this area is, it's a very small area.
It's very small.
And if you know the right people, it's even smaller.
It's very small.
So I feel like if I meet a girl, especially if she's like completely off the radar, one, I trust my discernment, but two, if you are in that type of shit, somebody is going like it's going to get back somehow, some way. It's like 13 clicks or 14 clicks to make up that scene in DMV. Somebody gonna know somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get back. So I don't even really worry about that type of stuff to a degree.
You shouldn't.
They said 1 in 100 dads are discovering their biological children are not there.
1 in 100? That's high.
That's
high.
That's high.
Also, when they say shit about that, like you got them stats is skewed.
Yeah, not for sure.
Because you talk about people in South Dakota,
everywhere.
North Dakota. You talking about people that don't like. This area is a very unique area where I think like a lot of shit, especially statistical data, don't really apply. Yeah. Like that $100,000 shit, and they're like, oh, you can live like a king. They're like, not here, buddy. So like that shit, like that, all that shit is skewed when it comes to this area.
I agree.
I don't know, and the crazy part is it used to be even higher than that because back in the day they had no way to check. They had no way to check. You go your whole life raising kids till he died, and you like this never been your kid ever. Literally.
But like in the state of Montana, I'm pretty sure 10 motherfuckers are of course, like nigga, sure. Like what's going on out there? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Jazz, have you ever? I'm not gonna ask that.
Okay.
But has TequilaTlk has your personality? Because I don't want to get podcast. Mm-hmm. Has it ever put you in a situation like, for instance, all right, he kind of touched on it. Have you ever met a guy? Well, actually, better question, because I don't want to get too personal. Better question.
I'm here for the. I'm here.
Yes, John, she's here to anchor. No, but come on, bro. God, the fuck, bro.
This
Jas Cooper, you talking?
This is the
big Jas Cooper.
Cool. Fuck all that. Scratch that. How do you go about? Because you said it. There's guys already want to fuck girls for different reasons. Yeah, you said there's guys that want to fuck me just because I'm Jas Cooper.
Yeah.
What does that do to you going into, like, does that make you gay? Has it made you hold out longer than you normally would?
Hold out on sex?
Yeah, does it make you, or how do you even gauge, like, because I know you're going into it thinking, like, what's up with this guy? Like, so how does that play a part on how you approach people?
So it makes it different for the guys that I talk to. I talk to very quiet guys. I talk to guys that don't have social media. I talk to guys who think that the podcast is just some cute, fun thing that I do on the weekend, and it's adorable. I
don't call my podcast adorable, bro.
Literally, I try and talk to guys who aren't on the scene for that specific reason. Your question was, how do I kind of discern?
Yeah, like what's your? But I mean, that's kind of the thing right there. That's kind of the blueprint. So do you ever? So now I would ask, do you ever break that? Like, it's like, yeah, I know I probably shouldn't, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because I'm not easy, but like, I like a good meal. I like a day date. So if you take me on a day date, there's a good.
Don't say
wait.
Don't say
it's
don't say if like it's a recipe.
It's double. It's super dates.
But wait,
it's not a date. It's a day date.
It's a day date.
What the fuck is a day date?
So
my last super date, we went to brunch.
Yeah, I went on a super date.
Oh my god!
I went on a super date once.
After brunch, we went axe throwing. Then we went to get drinks. Then we went to the movies. Then we went to dinner. Then we went to the strip club. So we had a full day date. And after that, we didn't have sex that night. But it did make me feel like very close to him and like, I could throw him a fuck. Like,
throw him a fuck. Hey, women. Hey, throw the fucks in 2026. Throw the fucks. Bro, throw the fuck to Smithy. I like that.
What's the best date you ever been on?
Throw the fuck.
The best date I ever been on was, again, it was another all-day date. He picked me up. We were in Georgetown. We went to brunch.
What kind of brunch? It was a rooftop?
It was a nice brunch. Okay. It was a nice brunch. This is back when Sequoia was super.
Shit. All right.
Sequoia was the only $75 brunch in town. Now them shit's a dime a dozen.
Yeah. Wow. Shit.
And then we were walking on the deck or on the right by the water, and I was like, "Oh, there's a boat." He was like, "Do you want to get on the boat?" I said,
"Hey,
yeah."
Baller.
He said, "No problem. We're gonna get on the boat." He found me a boat. We got on a boat. We took a boat ride around the harbor. We came back. We had drinks. I'm a drinker, so any date that has a lot of drinks is good for me. So we came back. We got drinks. We ate a little bit.
Don't close that tab.
Don't close that tab. We went to Griffin. We got a table. Griffin. This is how long ago this was.
Griffin.
I was gonna say this is when outside was outside. We went to Griffin. We got a table of Griffin, just us. We got a bottle of Hennessy. Back when people were still drinking Hennessy in the club, we got a bottle of Hennessy. down.
Damn, that's when DC was DC. You made me miss that shit. God damn.
Came back to the house. You know, it was what it was. So
throw him a fuck. I get you.
Yeah, I threw him a fuck. I did.
Yeah, you had a bottle of Hennessy by yourself in the club. You throwing the fuck. That's like.
I'll buy you any drink, any bottle in the club.
Yeah,
I had to throw him the fuck for that. That was a good day.
Man, I'm not gonna ask, man.
Let me do the math here.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Said no.
I'm laughing before it.
Has any man ever came to you and said, "Hey, Kevin Samuels told me not to talk to you"?
Kevin Samuels, when one of our videos reached Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels did not like me, rest in peace.
Where? He ain't fuck with you?
He ain't fuck with me.
The good man ain't fuck with you.
You rub his feathers?
Kevin Samuels said I was what was wrong with black community.
Hey, yo, what?
With black women, or the black community, whatever. Say? I can't even remember at this point in time. One of our clips. So it was the week before he died.
Oh, shit. Hey, Jazz, nah, what you say, yo? No, he just died, Jazz.
Hey, yo. Not the Grinch face.
Damn, bro. Yeah, she did the Grinch face.
Hey, yo.
Marcus added that, put the Grinch face right there.
No problem.
Hey, yo. Hey, Jay. Yeah,
you my fucking man.
Rest in peace. Look, one thing I will give K Sam that I think a lot of women don't, and I always use this dynamic with women and men. He's been tearing through some niggas. Like,
the
ones that went viral was the woman. But you know what's funny about when he be getting on niggas' ass? Like, niggas just take it.
Yeah.
Pause. They just be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And they move on.
Yeah.
Like it. And that's why they don't go viral, because there's no pushback.
There's no
like
pushback.
They tell them, they be like, all right, cool, you got it, fam. But like when he start going against the woman, now it's the whole.
That's when the
they join a live and get crucified.
But the difference was these are women that call Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Jasmine made a post, and he
found my post.
Oh shit!
And made a whole fucking
recap video.
We need to find that video.
Yeah. What's wrong? Yeah.
I need to find that.
And then what happened after that, Jazz?
He died.
Yes.
I will always say, you never cross a witch, because the house might fall on you.
Hey yo.
We learned that in the Wizard of Oz. You never cross a witch.
We did. And niggas crossed that bridge. We did.
That's tough, bro.
And it was doomed, y'all. That's tough. That's tight, man.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
So
that might be the name of his
that
episode.
is hard for that's hard for my dating life. That Kevin Samuels has a video about me. Yes,
that's fine. I need to get more viral. I need to get more intense.
Do you date white men?
I have dated a white guy before.
How does that go?
How was that?
It was
not
fine.
just white, just outside of your own.
So I haven't dated. So he's kind of changed now. He has now kind of broadened his perspective. But at the time, he was hanging out with black people and only dated black women. So I will say he was probably retrospectively the richest guy I've ever dated.
Oh wow.
We did the most stuff. Wait, that came out wrong. We
get you.
No, we got
had
it.
the most experiences. He treated me really well. White guys like me because my body shape. I'm thin, but I have a little bit of a curve, just a small little booty that feels exotic enough for them.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Because white men get intimidated by a whole lot of body. It's too much body for them. It's too exotic.
It's not for you, motherfucker.
It's not for you.
Overload.
But if you're thin,
sensory overload.
Yeah, you have a little teeny curve, that works well for them. So white men actually like me. I do very well with white guys.
Can you be with a white guy? Like Fab Abdi type shit.
Long term, I think there's some cultural differences that could make the situation a little difficult, but I think love is love, and I think you see through.
You judge niggas that's with white women?
Do I do what?
Do you judge niggas that are with white women? Yeah, cause see, and you think because it's a direct correlation to what you just. It's okay if you do, because I do.
I do a little bit because it feels like I feel like guys. Oh, I don't want to say that.
Say it.
Do you feel like black men who date white women are doing it in spite of black women?
No, I feel like I feel like a man is as faithful as his options, and once he's gotten to the white woman option, it feels like, oh, you feel like you're too good for black women. That's the part because when you see these guys, these athletes, or these whatever.
Oh, you're talking about a specific kind of black man. You're not talking about.
I'm talking about a normal.
You're not talking about the white dude with the fat white, the black dude with the fat white girl.
No, I don't care about that.
Not the Pogs. Shout out to the Pogs.
Yeah, but I feel like the rich guys that date I don't like that because it feels like you're saying that black women aren't good enough for you. You've reached a different echelon of women that you want, you know. Yeah.
You know, the athletes make perfect sense to me, though. And I've said this on the podcast. I want to know how you feel about it. Because at first it used to baffle me. Like, I'm like, and everybody knows I don't say I don't like white women but I'm not attracted to them. Except Megan Fox. She's the only one who's attracted. But
Megan Fox is pretty.
Yeah, Transformers did it to me when I first seen that joint. But I think that I tell people too, this is the bubble we live in, right? Because we come from a affluent county or area when it comes to black women. If you, especially athletes, these athletes that are from these dirt road these counties like Alabama or then Tuscaloosa or then fucking wherever they at it, you know, name the place.
Middle America.
Middle America, middle of nowhere. When they go to high school, we are spoiled when we go to high school, we see black women that look like something. Their hair is done, they dress nice, they smell good. You can be, you know, a bunch of black people to gather around, black women to gather around, and it's not poverty. In most places in America, that's not the case. So, like, when you see these athletes, though, it's because they weren't going to the black women they seen in their high school and Tuscaloosa wasn't Duval or like none. They don't come from that. So, like, the black women look completely different. They look like circumstances of the environment. The white women are the ones that look, so they become trophies. And
you
they
look
become,
like
so
the
when they go. No, but no, dead ass.
No, I understand what you're saying.
So we are.
I think us East Coast, big city, college educated folks are very spoiled.
100%.
Like, the rest of the country is not like how we are right
100%,
here. And it
100%.
took kind of me growing up, quite frankly, to learn that. We are very, very spoiled here in the Washington, D.C. area. It's very diverse. We are blessed financially. You have very educated folks out here. You have, you know, you kind of get your pick of the litter out here. When you talk about pretty girls, you know, I think the girls in D.C., we can stand up right next to the girls from Miami. We can stand up right next to the girls from Houston. We can stand right up next to the girls from L.A. We can stand up right next to the girls from New York. For sure. You can't say that for the majority of America. The majority of America, they can't dress. They weave is back here. The nails is not nailing. Their toes is not toeing. You know.
The gear's not gearing.
Yeah. The outfits aren't on point. So, you know, I think we're a little spoiled.
And for the record, y'all smoke in Miami. Because people love to throw to Miami in that discussion. And why I never mention Miami is because it's a cheap. Can you imagine DMV was hot year round and had beaches?
Exactly.
Like, it'd be ridiculous.
It would be ridiculous.
That's why Miami gets that. You know what I'm saying? They get the weather's
the weather's good.
Miami bitches are not tough.
So
all plastic.
we were all kind of raised in this area. So I can ask, have you broken into like the transplant space? Like, they have a whole different DC. Like, their DC is a completely different experience.
Weird.
Like, I went to an event I thought was something else. It was nothing but transplants, and I was like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Have you been in those environments?
I haven't really. I feel like I've been in spaces where it's a different scene. It's a different scene for sure. I think I've kind of been in the same scene where I haven't had to have a lot of exposure to transplants. The transplants that I've met are very eager to be a part of the DC culture and not being a transplant.
No,
so
can't come.
Yeah.
You don't know Big G song.
They got a whole different
stay where you at.
A whole different world going on. Like, it'd be like, where is this place?
Every time Go come on, they make this stupid ass face. I laugh every fucking time.
At the bullpen,
I laugh every time. Every time when fucking CCB come on, I look at their face like, look at these fucking transplants. I be gonna have a microphone like, look at you fucking transplants.
We had a joint at the bullpen right before the Chris Brown show, and it was free. So people, people were stopping by. A lot of transplants. You know, they just here for the Chris Brown show. Bullpen's on the way, so they just stop.
Yeah.
So they was in there partying, doing their thing. And then they put some go-go on, and I just seen a crowd. People was looking like,
what the fuck is this? Yeah.
And I was like, this is weird, man. Yeah. Like, this is weird. It was so
weird. Though, a little bit, though.
It was just weird, bro.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
They know like Sexy Lady.
Some of them was like,
they know Sexy Lady.
They know but I like this. And then a lot of them was like,
that's why I hate Sexy Lady.
Her name's pots and pans off. Like, it was like, you could see that look on the
comedy. I talked to her the other day for like 2 hours, and she told me that's actually the scene in Houston. Like, she was like, because Houston is so transplanted that the people that are from Houston don't fuck with like at all. Like, they won't let you in. Like, as much fun as we've had in Houston, because that's how they said, like, the Houston people that are from Houston, they'll never let you in.
Houston.
Yeah, they'll never let you in their bubble. So, like,
I agree.
And it made me think, like, all the times we were fucking with Houston, we're the transplants, bro. We've never been in the real, like,
y'all were
you know what I'm
tourists.
saying? Yeah, we weren't that same Kirby and Chapman, that address, the same rat race that all the transplants run. Like, we'd never, like, really experienced, like, I guess, quote unquote, real Houston. But I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
The same shit happened here, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Think about it, like, they got their own DJs.
I'm starting to notice that too. That shit is
you know
weird,
what I mean?
Bro.
They got their
I don't like it.
They got their own ecosystem, essentially.
I need y'all out of here.
It's some
Go where
shit.
you came from. Hey, lady.
Jazz, do you have a deal breaker? Because you are, and I say that because you've kind of alluded to it already, not purposely, but we'll see that if you feel loved, you'll put up. With all women will.
Yeah.
What's your absolute like no go?
I don't really have like you said. I don't really have a big deal breaker. I think that no. I think that maybe to a fault, I'm very understanding. You can pretty much explain anything to me, and I'll either accept it or won't. But you can pretty much explain anything to me. I think in terms of like, you gotta have a job.
That helps.
That helps.
Can't be homeless.
You can't be homeless. You can't be between gigs. But even being between gigs, I kind of understand because I've been between jobs before. Not
That's different.
recently,
That's different.
but you know, I could kind of sort of deal with that. I think having your own place is important to me because I'm a big, like, I have a house and I love my house, and I think you should have your own space too. I don't date men who have small children.
It's a deal breaker.
That's
That's a big deal
Too
breaker.
close.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's too close to. You need to go figure that out with her.
How long do you think that takes? What age would you say is like not young anymore?
So also at this stage in my life, I don't want to be bothered with little kids.
Yeah.
So you don't want no 2-year-old in your face.
My daughter is 16 going on 17, so we are out of that whole, like, I see right now it's fall.
So you're done.
I see all these trips to the pumpkin patch. That makes me want to jump out the window. Like, the pumpkin patch on a Saturday, being my activity for a Saturday, would make me want to pull my wig off. Like, what the fuck? Why are we here? So I'm not into small kids. It's not my thing.
Ladies, I'm into the small kids.
Yeah.
Past that stage.
I'm into the small kids.
I am. I give people chances.
Wilson.
I do give a second chance.
So you're saying that Mink Man is not completely out of the window.
Mink Man is
The crazy part is I don't think he is, and I really don't think he is. But I ain't want to like.
He's not
I think he has a fighting chance. No pun intended.
calls
No pun
me-
intended. But I do
Mink Man
think-
calls me and says, "Baby, let's go to dinner." There's a good chance I'm gonna be like, "Okay."
Is this number
You
blocked,
can't air this
Jasmine?
part.
It's
Is this number blocked, Jasmine?
gonna go in public, bro. It's only in public places, man.
Only in
That's
public
what you know.
places. Yeah.
Places
He
in
gonna
large
call her
Can't come to
tonight.
my house. Yeah.
Are you ever
Damn.
when you go out in public? Are you aware like okay, people are going to see me?
Yes. That's
Does that feel
difficult
weird
too.
a little bit?
A little bit, because sometimes people approach and be like, "I love your show."
Yeah.
And that, like, I was out yesterday and someone came up and was like, "I love the show." So, that's always interesting. I do think about, like, okay, I'm outside in public with this guy. Am I willing to be seen in public? I'm not that deep. I don't get that caught up into my image. I don't think I have that much of an image.
Does it make it weird if it's a homeboy though, and you like?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
Because I have good male friends. I have a lot of male friends that I'm out with, and I don't give a shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody came up to me the last week at Karma. As you mentioned, somebody was like, "Hey, speak real quick," and I was just like,
Let me hear your voice.
"Yeah," that was like speaking.
Yeah.
I was like,
fucking weird.
Yeah.
She was like, "That's you. Y'all got a podcast." I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, I love it."
Yeah.
And she was just like, "One of y'all real angry. Is that Roy?" I said, "Oh my god, bro."
Who the fuck was that?
Some girl, bro. I don't even know this lady, bro.
Fuck is that? No, say the girl name.
Some lady,
Say the girl name.
don't know her, bro.
confirm it too.
Yeah. Say the girl name.
I have no idea who she was, bro.
Bruh,
Complete
say her
straight.
fucking name.
I don't know her, bro.
Nah.
Maybe she'll be in the comments,
Man,
bro.
shut the fuck up, whoever you are. The fuck?
See?
See,
He confirmed.
The fuck?
See?
Doubles the hell though.
double down.
Yeah, you gonna get bombed first when I know who
Do
the
you
fuck
enjoy
you
that
are.
people approaching you in public?
I do.
You like it? You feel like at least my work is being recognized.
That's how I feel. At least somebody's watching this stupid show. At
Somebody
least,
hating on me. It's always
at
a
least
female.
somebody has seen this dumb show. Yeah, I do get in the comments.
Really? You be going back and forth with people?
Sometimes. If I have time, yeah.
Because y'all have I've had a lot of clips that have gone viral. Have you ever a comment enraged you to the point where it's like, I can't let this one fly, bro?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you recall what that comment was?
So we had a big clip. We were actually shot it right in the studio. I was sitting, I think, right here when I said it, where a guy asked me on a date, he asked me to take a walk with him. A walk across the bridge. And I was like, a walk? I'm not walking with you. I'll walk with you into a restaurant. I'll walk with you into
they didn't understand
somewhere.
The context.
But I was like, a walk? I ain't going on no walk. That clip went fucking viral.
Fucked up,
and
Marcus.
I got killed.
I can hear him. I can see him. I was like, you about to get smoked.
A walk? Oh, whoa, this bitch thinks she can't take. Oh, this is why we don't spend money on you bitches. Oh, it was non-stop. That clip went crazy. And so I have time. I got a 9 to 5, so I be bored at work. I got time. And I got in the comments, you insult me, I'm gonna insult you right back. And I'm from DC, so I'm quick on my feet.
Did they have to like pull you out of that? Like, Jazz, stop.
Yes.
Stop. About to say it.
Yes. Every time my crew says to me, Jazz, get out the comments.
No, they been disrespectful. Fuck
and
that.
I say no. That's what I say.
Fuck
They're
that.
just being disrespectful to me. You're not gonna disrespect me.
Like y'all been disrespectful not addressing that young lady who she was. Don't protect her. Don't protect her, bro.
Yeah, like you're disrespecting me on my own platform. Fuck that. You're not gonna talk to me crazy on my show. Fuck that. I get right in them comments. A bunch of bullshit, and I'll say that.
400-pound nigga ain't never leave the house.
Like one time I was like, that's why you have diabetes.
Oh my God.
One time this guy was married to a white woman. I was like, oh, you want to go there with your white wife? One time a guy, he had dirty looking skin. I said something about his skin.
Acne.
Of course, I always say I don't talk to people who have less than 500 followers. Wow. That's always an easy low-hanging fruit.
Follow 500. No, follow 10,000 with 5.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, since it's on par with that, but you can't say sexually. That has nothing to do with sex.
Okay.
That aside, what do you think people have you the most fucked up at?
I think people think I'm a lot bolder than I am. A lot more outspoken and a lot more forward than I am. I think in terms of I live, I have a career. I have an important job. I'm important at work. I'm a single parent, so I'm the head of my household. I have an entire household and everything related on my shoulders. I run 2 shows that I, have creative ability, blah, blah, blah. In real life, I'm tired. I don't want to think. I don't want to figure it out. I am very, I don't want to say subservient, but I'm very, a man makes a decision and I follow you as the woman. I think people don't know that about me. They assume that I run the relationship. It's very, very, very opposite. I am very backseat. I like being home and cooking. I like, let's stay home and watch a movie. I think that's what people think, that my personality is very bold. I'm actually very quiet. I'm painfully shy. I push myself to be outspoken. I push myself to be social. I think that's what people have most confused about me.
I noticed that the live show for the first time. The live show.
Yes.
Mind you, this is y'all shit.
Yes.
We just did. I'm like, I know Jazz ain't over there.
In the corner.
Yeah, really freaking. Yeah.
There was a point in time on stage at our live show where I actually took a step back and stood behind because I was overwhelmed. And 3-0 pulled me forward, literally physically pulled me forward, and I was like, okay, I'm back. But yeah, it takes a lot for me to show up. I'm a very naturally quiet, introverted person.
That's interesting, especially considering you got 2 podcasts and you've been doing it for 5 plus.
I talk all day at work. I come home, I want to be quiet.
Shut it down. Digress.
I have to make 1,000 decisions a day. I would like to not make decisions. So.
Fellas, you need a Superman.
I do. I just need a guy to come in.
Come save, nigga. Don't be meek, man.
Come in. Tell me what you want to eat for dinner. I will cook it for you. We will have dinner. I'll clean up. Like, just tell me what to do.
Bring her flowers, nigga.
Would you consider your dating experiences successful? Like up to this point?
I've been very fortunate that I don't have a lot of horror stories. I have a lot of funny stories, but I don't have a lot of horror stories. I have not really been dogged out real bad by a guy before. I've never had a guy, ruin my credit or steal from me or do any weird shit with my daughter or disrespect my house or anything like that. I've had funny shit happen, that's for sure. But I would say in general, I've never had a man put his hands on me. I'm sure I've been cheated on. But I've never had serious infidelity issues. Overall, I've had really positive dating experiences.
That's good.
I've had guys treat me well. I've had guys be thoughtful, and yeah.
So, okay, with that being said, like, what do you think the guy who is the right guy for you long term? What does that look? What does he look like? Not physically, but like his character traits. Like, what kind of man is this?
I think he is someone who has his own shit going on and is looking for a compliment, is not looking for another half. We are both whole as individuals. I'm looking for someone who can complement my life, who can fit into some of those gray spaces or negative, whatever, odd spaces. I think that he's probably maybe older. I don't know. I think that he probably, again, I like guys who think what I do is a very cute little hobby. I don't like guys who are super into the show or, want to know what's going on in the show.
So you really don't like guys that view you as Jas Cooper?
Correct.
Got you.
Yeah.
Jasmine.
That's crazy. It's
Like
funny
to
that
be
you
viewed
say that
as
description.
Jasmine.
It's funny that you have that description. Greg.
Yo, he threw me off.
See her face, bro. What the fuck? It's a nigga here?
Let me ask you.
It's a bet show?
Kind of like a separate, because I usually wouldn't even ask this, but I do wonder sometimes from our contemporaries. But you're here, so we get to ask you.
Yeah.
If somebody asks you, like in the streets, like just passing by, like, we love your podcast, and y'all, you was on Most Known Unknown, like, yeah, what's I heard about Most Known Unknown, but what's their deal? Like, what are they known for? You would say what?
Ooh, what would I say about y'all show?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I would say, so let me just take a moment to give y'all flowers. Like, this has been a show that I have listened to from, it's been quite some time. I remember y'all had very humble beginnings.
Hey, yo, that's the best way to say it. Niggas started from
What on the whip?
Nigga, my apartment.
I would say
room.
this is a good show to listen to if you want some interesting takes about kind of current what's it called? Current events. If you want to get some insight into three different perspectives on what guys are thinking, I think it's a good show to engage in, to have kind of a reflection of what's going on in the city. I think this is a good show to listen to just if you want to have a good time. If you want to, I think some podcasts you listen to and it's like, that was just a bunch of niggas talking. I think y'all have good conversations.
Thank you.
Y'all have good talks, and you might go off on an occasional.
That's me.
For sure.
Yeah, occasional rant, but an occasional drink rant. But overall, the content is so solid, and it's also very relatable. That's what I would say about this show.
Appreciate you, Jazz.
Thank you, Jazz. I love you.
You needed that for you.
No, I just know it's not even about.
He needed that.
I'm grounded in what we do, but I just always ask. Like, I wonder what our contemporaries would say. Some of them I'm not gonna ask. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying. But you hear that. I just
Males, we don't care.
I just want to know what you would say.
Yeah, Jazz. What you got going on for the rest of today?
I mean, I'm yours for the day. I'm dressed. I got my makeup on. So
that's what not Marcus was asking.
Yeah, I know.
I know how you took that, but he wasn't saying that.
I know. I absolutely know.
Okay.
I'm down. I'm dressed. I might go on a date. I don't know.
You got one planned, the all day one? It's too late for that.
No,
Yeah, it's too late for that. The all day brunch is.
Yeah, the day that
brunch. We've missed brunch. But. The airport.
Look,
yes.
I wanted to ask y'all, right, and this is another pivot. It has nothing to do with the question I just asked. We talk about this is essentially a music show. It's unofficially, but we talk about music a lot. It's like 70% of the conversation. They released the Grammy nominations yesterday, day before
yesterday. Yeah.
I don't really care for the Grammys as much. Like, it's a nice accolade for the artist, you know what I mean? It looks good on your resume and all that. But I don't think it actually, like...
Don't do nothing for me no more.
Yeah, I don't think it, like...
It feel braggy.
the award to me doesn't dictate whether it was, quality or not. Like to me, I have artists that I listen to that maybe nobody else listens to that I think are, good, and the Grammy really doesn't do anything for them. Let's look up these nominations real quick.
Single driven Grammys.
Yeah.
Why don't you look those up? Because this is just a quick are you on the Cardi or Nicki side of that
of things?
Yeah.
What you think about that, real quick?
Yeah, I think Nicki's an icon. And I think she needs to live and appreciate that she's an icon, and she does not have to get down in the gutter and go back and forth with anybody. In terms of this whole thing with her and Cardi, I can say I'm Team Cardi because I feel like Nicki's picking on her. Yeah. It's kind of going out of her way to say wild shit. But I think Nicki needs to enjoy being you're Nicki Minaj. You don't have to argue with nobody.
She can take the Beyonce route.
Yes.
Just because she's in that.
She's in that.
As far as rap goes.
She's in that category to me. She doesn't have to argue with none of these girls. All these bitches are my sons. Remember that.
She becoming a son, though.
Yeah.
Cardi outsold her.
Because I always feel and I do feel with Nicki. On the show, religiously, I call Nicki. So I give her every accolade. I've even went as far as say, honestly, she's probably the best female rapper ever.
Yeah.
Cool, when it's all said and done. But I call her a clown because it's like she's picking on, like you said, she's picking on people. And I've never seen one girl come into the game yet that she's beef with that has not given her flowers.
Everybody gives her.
She's then somehow goes left. And
it
it's
goes left.
I see videos of girls rapping her.
Even Cardi gave her flowers.
Came in and gave her flowers. Everybody gives, because she is an icon. She does deserve that respect. I don't know why she can't see it for herself. But Nicki needs to just relax. Yeah.
And it's crazy to me because the same gripe she had with Kim, as far as not embracing her, she's turned around and done
it to all the girls. She's done it to all the girls, and she's become a mean girl.
Yeah, she's been a mean girl. I don't know what
she's always. That's true. She's always been a mean girl, but she's become a mean girl to the other girls, and that's not. Witch. That's not cool.
That's being nice. I won't say that word. But
don't say the other word.
So I'm saying Kendrick Lamar has 9 nominations.
Why that gotta be the first?
Wow.
Because they go in order. Kendrick has 9. They have Leon Thomas here. I think he has 7 nominations.
That's tough, Leon. Shout out to Leon.
I think the Clips have 7 as well.
Okay.
I'm seeing Bad Bunny, Justin Bieber. Lady Gaga has 10, I think.
Lady Gaga,
she dropped.
Okay. I
had
what
no
the fuck
idea.
She dropped?
Bro, there's a whole new world going on out here.
Was it the Grammys that was good last year? Or was that what award show was stupidly good last year that I had no expectations for? Was it the Grammys?
Probably BT.
I think you talked about the Grammys.
Was it the joint? The Weeknd was there for the. Yeah, I don't know. One of them joints was surprisingly I was oh, they did their shit. I think it was the Grammys. Or was it the VMAs? One of them joints was crazy.
Probably VMAs. We can always at the VMAs.
Tyler the Creator.
You got
2.
Yeah, you got that turn up catalog.
You said what?
Who's the fuck all them other categories? What's the rap?
Let's look. The rap category.
Jess, who's your favorite rapper right now?
Oh, right now. I'm not good right now.
I'm not good.
I'm not good right now.
I'm not good right now.
The game sucks, bro.
What's her expectations?
I wasn't even about
Who?
I'm not a fan.
Fan of who?
I'm not a fan.
Pooh Shiesty?
That's my boo-boo.
Best rap
album.
That's my little baby.
You fuck with the YNs?
Now when he was out, we're anticipating, because we always talked about when he was in, would he be able? And these niggas just gotta stop being
stupid
niggas, bro. Because the nigga had
he was at such a great place.
Yeah.
Then he got locked
They
up.
got the world in his hands.
He literally
had jail, bro.
They love jail.
They be going in there like they left something, bro.
And it wasn't even a situation that you had to your back wasn't against the wall and nothing. You just did some nigga shit.
Dumb shit.
Best rap album. Let God Sort Them Out. The Clips. Glorious by Glorilla. God Does Like Ugly by Jid. GNX, Kendrick Lamar. And then the Tyler album. I never knew how to pronounce that.
So that's
Chromacopia.
So it's between
Chromacopia.
Clips and GNX.
Okay.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Tyler got a good chance.
They're going to give that shit to Kendrick.
I think Tyler got a good chance.
I could see them going Clips just to be the Grammys. Hey guys, we know hip hop.
Yeah.
We love Pharrell.
Yeah.
You know Pharrell dictate the Grammys.
Yeah.
I think Tyler got a good chance.
Y'all know the fucking y'all know Kendrick's going to get that, bro. Y'all stop lying.
Then rap song, they have Anxiety by Doechii. The Birds Don't Sing by the Clips. Sticky by Tyler, Glorilla, Sexy Red, and Wayne.
Anxiety's definitely taking.
TGIF by Glorilla, and then TV Off by Kendrick and Lefty Gunplay.
It might be TV Off. They got to continue the Dolce slurpage. I'm not saying she don't deserve it.
Dolce gonna get that.
Anxiety was actually
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Anxiety is a good song.
I agree.
I don't know the rest of these. What other category? I don't really care about the other
You said that with
categories.
a big smile. Bro.
What? He's a Glorilla fan.
He's a Glorilla fan.
I fuck with Glorilla.
Shout out to Glorilla.
And I was calling her two people I've always called sexy that y'all was late on. I've always told y'all I like Glorilla, and now everybody's catching on now. Yeah, she did some modifications.
Still ain't with you on that one.
I hear you. And then now
You
y'all
don't like petite women?
It's not the petite that I have a problem. She's just not my cup of tea.
She's physically not your type.
Yeah.
And speaking of petite,
I don't think she's
my second woman.
ugly.
I was posting. I had to stop because people started hate. Like the hate got so crazy, and then it was like she's young, and I'm like, bro, I didn't know how young she was. Like she's a celebrity, so I didn't really look at her. But now all y'all on Koi, and I've been seeing the vision. I've been posting that girl for a year, and now everybody.
You know one that I didn't see that you used to talk about? Dej Loaf.
Yeah, I told you she was bad. Yeah, no, she never. I used to. No,
I didn't see it.
I used
back
to
in the
stand
day,
on
bro.
the chairs over days, bro.
She
dropped the ball though.
Yeah,
Whatever
for sure.
happened to Dej Loaf?
That's
She
crazy.
dropped the ball though.
That's not her.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her.
That's that. She dropped the ball.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to her.
Heard her joint with Jacquees. That joint was fire, but she.
Young and May came out.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to do one last shift.
Wow.
Jazz, you're in a as a woman in a podcast space. You're I mean, in a boss deal, but you have 4 men here. I'm always curious. Well, nah, I was about to lie because some women I'd be curious, but like I really don't want to know. Well, in your opinion, I want to. Is there a question that you want to ask? You just want to get off with men and be like, hey, I always want to know, what do y'all think about this? This is your floor to ask that. When you,
What would I want to ask?
like, why do you
men?
niggas do this? Like,
Why do you niggas lie?
Let me be the first person to ask. Let me ask you. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
Because we care about your feelings.
So you're trying to
That was a
protect
great
us?
answer, yo.
Yeah, we care about your feelings. We don't want to hurt your feelings. That's why
So
we
you
lie.
try to protect us?
Yeah, I protect your feelings. I lie for a good reason.
Okay. All right. I can
you
accept
could, yeah.
that. I could accept. Well, I hope that wasn't a lie.
No, I told you.
That's not a lie.
I told you how I feel about lying, but I always say people laugh at this part of the movie, and it's the realest shit I ever said. When he was like, when Jody was like, I'm out here telling the truth to these hoes because I don't care about them. Up here lying to you because I care about your feelings, and people laughed about it, but he was that dead ass that made sense to every man.
I think when the days that I was lying to women, I think it was because I was trying to maintain a certain like
Like what I said.
image. For
I've
real.
been telling niggas you scum for
You know what I'm saying? I was trying to maintain a certain
like.
I was trying to maintain a certain thing.
I thought he was
So,
Black
like,
Panther for real.
Once I realized like that thing is
scumbag.
not real, it's not a real thing, and like whether it is or not, like you can still maintain that without having to like, because it's two separate, you know. I think that's what it was for me.
You said you thought you was T'Challa.
Fucking scumbag.
Edit that out, bro. So, hey,
Fucking
edit that out, though.
No, the fact you said, I mean,
Back in the day,
No, it's funny because Ab was always like play good guy back. Like, you know how many women that we mutually know that told me like, you know, you could take some stuff from Ab, and I like though. That's how I know.
fuck?
That's the worst thing.
That's how I know
Don't
this.
disrespect
This
me,
how I
bro.
know this my nigga because I never felt a way about it. Like that's
I
how I
felt
know
a
I don't
way.
have
Don't
a
tell me
bone in
that.
my body. But like we had people be like, yo, if you could like do this like Ab or like maybe like, and I'm like, bro, like, but it's shit that they're telling me about that I know this nigga be on too. So I'm like, bro, y'all
He
just
be
don't-
on the same shit.
It's just the way you do it.
mask. It's a mask.
It's not what you do, it's
great
how
now.
you do it.
No,
How
it's
you
great
do
now.
Back in the day, I used to be like in your
Bruh,
face.
don't
with
ever
it,
fucking
bravado.
tell me
Ab
that,
used to
bro.
be like kind of.
Like, Bray be on the
behind
same
scenes.
shit. Just
But I let him
just
keep it.
mask
I
it.
never.
It's just how you do
I
it.
never badmouth.
You know?
I let him keep it. I let him keep it. I let him keep it.
the
Now
way
he's
that
great
you-
though. He's
the way
wonderful.
that you
He's doing
operate.
wonderful things.
The question is, niggas is trying to fake it till they make it.
That's another thing.
That's another thing too, y'all.
To get to where their goal is, whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
I'm saying what their goal is, we all know.
And it's not coochie.
You know what's crazy? And
But they're trying to
sorry about that.
Okay.
Another thing that I don't think women understand.
It's
is
not
like,
coochie, ladies.
Niggas have been studying y'all since 3rd grade.
Yes.
Right?
I'm
Like,
since
while you
second
was
grade.
operating, doing your thing as a little girl, like not paying attention to the boys around you, niggas were studying y'all, right? So like by the time you get to the point where now you're interested in boys, he's already got a 10-year head start on you. And he knows like the things that you like, right? So he'll do all of that
This is
just
what
to get what he
this is what I'm
wants.
gonna push back on.
And you like, what the fuck is going on? I thought you liked me. They say when boys do this and that and this and that, that means you like me.
Right.
But he's doing it he don't really like me. What the fuck? Because he's been studying you for a decade.
It's my pushback to all this. I hear that, but like the amount of Neanderthals that they are for men, I mean, like so that quote, because clearly the math ain't mathing.
That's true.
Niggas, the shit I hear my homegirls tell me, I'm like, bro, it's no way. That was gonna work. Or he had a fighting chance with that. Yeah. Like, and that's the scary part.
That's another thing.
Yeah. Jazz, do you believe in? Do you want to get married?
So I grew up. My parents were married until I was in my 20s.
That's not dope.
But my parents should have been divorced when I was 5. So I grew up in watching a loveless marriage that were together for the sake of the kids. And so we had a house in the suburbs. We went on vacation every summer. My parents had 2 cars, blah, 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 blah. But I never saw my parents hug, kiss, hold hands,
soulless,
date night, none of that. So I kind of have a bit of a skewed view on marriage because of that. I didn't have a good example. I think that I want long-term partnership, but in terms of actually crossing that line and being married, I'm not sure. I think the older I get, the more comfortable I get in my life, it's challenging to imagine. It would just be such a big change for me. Like my house right now, we call it the Princess Palace. It's a princess palace. It's a house for women. Imagining a man in that space would be very different. We would have to get something else, and I would just give my house to my daughter.
When did you notice though? Like when you was a kid, when did it kick in? Like, oh yeah, it's no love. Like when did you really know for real?
So I was always a kid. You know how little girls always have their idea of marriage. I don't know if I want to get married in church or outside. I don't know my wedding colors. I don't know if I want bridesmaids. I never had that wedding fantasy. My parents, my sister and I are 5 years apart, and I remember when they set me down, I have vague memory, but I was about 5 at the time when they told me they were pregnant again with my sister, and I remember thinking, oh, that's kind of weird, like, that's weird. I remember my grandparents passed away when I was 10, both of my grandparents, and I remember thinking, oh no, this is bad. Now they can't get a divorce. My mom can't leave my dad because this is a bad time in his life. Wow. She can't leave him right now.
You were cognizant of all that.
He's going through something terrible. So she can't leave him. So at that point in time, I already thought they were going to break up. So I've known kind of my whole life they've been whatever. And they, like I said, they held it together until I was in my 20s.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's very impressive.
So would it scare you away if a guy met you and everything, he was checking all boxes? And because, you know, men that do that usually step very intentionally. Like, you know what I mean? Would it scare you away if a guy, everything was going good and he was like, look, I'm just letting you know, like, this is I'm working on a marriage thing.
Not make
No, it wouldn't scare me
you gotta
off.
stop
I think it would be really refreshing. I haven't met a guy who was that intentional and serious. So I think that's the other thing. Like, I think it's hard for me to imagine being married or having another kid because I haven't been in love like that.
You was in love to say they're done with kids. Exactly. I have a homegirl that has a 15-year-old, and she says, I've already done this. I'm not going all the way through this. And I said, you're supposed to think like this in the space you are. But love makes people do crazy things. Exactly. And I said, I think if you met a man that you're smitten about, everything's everything.
If I met a man who I was really in love with and he wanted me to give him a child, I would have to do it. Yeah, but I just haven't been in love like that.
Yeah, so. I think life has taught me that I don't really believe none of that stuff when I hear women. When I hear women say things like that, I never believe it.
Yeah, because they're speaking of the space they're in.
They're speaking from the space that we're in right now. You're not in a holy love space right now. If I was in love with a nigga, I'd be like, oh yeah, we gonna have a baby next year.
Right. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Just don't believe it. You know what I mean? What's the next step for Her Hive? And then we'll give you your
Sure. So Her Hive is continuing to grow. We ask that you please tune in. Follow us on all social. We're on every social media platform. I think our next step is continuing to have real conversations. I think we could do more with more audience interaction. So getting more listener letters or maybe, having folks even call in or appear on the show. That would be great. I think we're going to continue to grow as a show. and kind of get deeper in our conversations and maybe open it up to men. We'll see. We'll see.
Will we be on Her Hive?
I want to put.
Because I can't wait to my episode.
I want to put my business.
I'm coming there.
I don't need to be first, but I'm just saying along the line.
I need to be first. I got some shit on my chest.
I
be faking on
as a her with
I
a
need
period.
to really. I need to see the man roll.
I just need to, you know what I mean? I just need to be.
I'm gonna wear a suit to y'all shit. Y'all pull out, me pull up.
Yeah, I think that's what's next.
I might be one of y'all greatest guests. Let these niggas go first. I'll be the
even aside from Her Hive though, that's something we'll know about in TequilaTlk. You want to
Dara, we love you.
No, I feel like I'm really happy right now. I feel like I'm figuring out things about myself and my life and kind of what I want to do next and how I want to show up and what I want to be and what I want to do. And that's all super exciting for me. I'm figuring it out. You know, this is an interesting place to be in. You know, I'm only 27.
There you go.
So, you know, being that I'm approaching 30, I'm trying to figure some stuff out about my life and how I want to show up. I have a daughter who'll be out the house in a year. I don't have any other kids.
Empty
so, again,
nester.
it's
empty nester about to be lonely.
Yeah, about to be an empty nester. I got to figure some shit out. Yeah.
Damn, that's how the marriage creeps in. That Princess Palace gonna get real.
It's gonna get real quiet in there. Real quiet in there.
Real quiet in there.
Real lonesome in the palace.
Yeah.
Well, Jazz, you got anything else any message you want to deliver? Or?
No, I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you for having me on.
We love you. Thank you.
I love being here. I love you guys as a group. I love you guys individually. I think what y'all doing is dope. I will have always said and will always say there would be no TequilaTlk without this show. There would be no Her Hive without this show. You know, you guys are our OGs. We appreciate you. I appreciate being here, taking the time to talk to me. That's really all I gotta say.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much, Jasmine.
We appreciate you coming to Silver Couch.
Appreciate you, mama.
Getting all done up, looking pretty, showing up. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all listening. It's the Most Unknown Podcast. We out of here.
Cheers.